Easy.
So anyway, so the countdown I got was 0.
It was. I forgot.
You're alive.
Shit.
I hope you were prepared.
He's always prepared.
I'm professional, me. I'm a professional. We're back. We're going to do some guesses.
I wouldn't have hired him if he wasn't professional.
Exactly. Jesus Christ. He is,
Big boss man over there.
Feeling the pressure. Anyway, we're working. Welcome. We're back. We're going to do some Xbox Tavern, but first we're going to guess that game.
Yep.
Guess the game. Guess the game. 6 guesses. 6 pictures each and every day. New game each and every day. And I love playing it every day. But I haven't done it today. I made sure I hadn't done it for the first one back.
I genuinely thought you were going to fuck it. Like, he's not done this in a long time. It's going to be a Saturday morning, that'll be him, and he's fucked it. But
I saw, I think Pete and maybe Ash, was it in the Discord, did it?
Yeah.
And I was like, nah, you almost got me, but not today.
Did they do it? Were they successful?
He didn't. Well, I saw Pete didn't anyway.
Yeah, Pete, I can't remember if Ash did it or not. I won't look now. We'll get this done. Right, let's guess that game, shall we? So let's get on a bit. Ian, you said before we started, you already tried to guess it. So have you got an idea?
No, I just looked and I thought that looks a bit groundy, like Grounded. That's what I thought my head was.
That's a bit groundy, solid insight there. That is. We're off to a right cracker already. 1 minute in. So. That's insight of the year. That is.
It looks groundy.
It was not grounded. Sorry.
If it was that, I'll be a fucking clutch.
I would have had to fucking eat my
Japanese anime style to me.
I was thinking something like Team Fortress.
Oh, really? I was thinking more like
more futuristic.
Like, not Dragon Quest, but like that kind of Japanese RPG style.
See, I was going opposite. I was thinking Astro Bot in that first one, but I don't think it is now. Not based on this clue we've got.
Isn't like kind of like League of Legends, Tiny Take. Not Tiny Take. What's the Borderlands one?
Oh,
Tiny Tina.
Tiny Tina. That's it. Tiny Take. Tiny Tina. So that would be much costly, wasn't it? But that was that.
Yeah, but the graphics look a bit.
It also
last gen rather than that, but
it also looks very similar to Escape Academy.
Yeah, that kind of style graphics, I suppose, but it's just a little skull on the door makes me think it's kind of RPG style.
Yeah, that will throw me off. I don't think it's Escape Academy because of the random skull, but it's got that kind of artsy, cartoony video game feel.
Do we have a game we want to throw in?
What did Graham say?
Well, I initially said Dragon Quest, but I don't think it's that.
I mean, it could be one of the. I don't know anything about Dragon Quest other than this. Was it Akira Toriyama designed them? I guess.
Not gonna lie, that's usually my first guess every time.
I feel like we've had it, but it's worked. I think at least once already.
How many games is there? What the fuck?
Yeah, I know.
What the shit?
Fair, I think I've only played like 2.
I'm gonna go Dragon Quest.
If we get a yellow, we'll be happy.
No, it won't be Dragon Quest. Well, if it's Dragon Quest, it will be a later one. But yeah, that's a good guess.
It's not part of Dragon Quest. PC.
Okay. PC only.
Now what is that? That looks.
That's like a puzzle.
Is that a Shield, perhaps?
That's what I was thinking. Shield is sort of medieval type game.
Yeah, but I guess it depends how zoomed in the pictures, I guess. But
but Shield was what I was going for as well, Joe.
Yeah.
What game is medieval?
Zoomed in as
That's
well,
just
though.
PC. But quite a good rating of 85%. So
that's true.
Now it doesn't say VR there.
No, I was thinking it was that. What is it? Bleeding?
Gorn? You seen that one?
Yeah.
It's one it's like Roman Colosseum fights.
That's VR.
We'll just try it.
Here's a VR game. Yeah.
So we've got nothing else.
Oh!
That's we've got nothing else to put in. Then why not put something in?
It's a bit cheeky not putting VR there, but okay, there you go. VR. No.
Fighting VR mid. There you go.
Yeah.
Well, I guess it's PC only, and then it's VR afterwards, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah. Well, it's on Oculus as well. I nearly bought it in the sale on Christmas because it looks like a lot of fun. But yeah, I didn't get around to it.
If anyone fought like that in a medieval, they're gonna get whooped.
It's basically like a lot of physics-based fights. You get your
can't be drumming a muscly guy's nips and hoping for the
best.
It's
just
fucking Phil Collins.
Just trying to rip them apart in the funniest way possible. You fight like giant crabs and you get the crab claws eventually. I think you like can cut them in half and stuff. It looks hilarious. But yeah, it's not one for the kids, so I didn't bother picking it up.
That guy's definitely skipped leg there.
Yeah, well done. We did it, lads. We did it.
Yep. A win on the first one of the year.
Win on the first one, and not only VR. We love a bit of VR.
We start as we mean to go on.
Wow. We'll see how well we do afterwards.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've all got Quest headsets. Maybe we should pick up Gorn. And
we should Gorn the fuck out of it.
Gorn.
Touch your nipples?
Pick up Gorn. Yes, make sure we specify the G.
Yeah, anyway.
Do we all play top as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Make it hardcore Gorn.
Anyway, on that sexy note, let's start the actual podcast. Come over to the other side of the intro and we'll talk about Xbox games and news and all sorts of fun and games. Join us. Hello, good evening, and good welcome to 2025 and Xbox Hammers Export Tavern. We are back. I've missed that dubstep. I know someone else has missed that dubstep as well. MPV Graham coming in.
Almost left.
No, MPV Graham. How much have you missed that dubstep? It's been what, 4 weeks? I think, well, not quite. Maybe 3 weeks since we recorded. You must have missed it. You must be. That must have hit you in the fields hearing that just then.
No, it makes me miss Christmas shopping.
Did you listen to it while you were Christmas shopping? That would have got you through quick, rapid fire. You'd be flying around the aisles.
I wouldn't be here. I can't take that much double dosing.
Well, welcome. Did you have a nice Christmas?
It was spiffing. Yourself?
Spiffing is the right way. It's spiffing too as well. Spiffing as well. It's all spiffing around these parts when we're not looking at hardcore Gorn. Right. Also, wait. Graham.
Yeah.
Do the honors for me. Has he done it? Has he made 2 million?
No.
You say no. I also say no because I'm pretty sure he's, like you said, he's been playing some shit.
I'm going to say no as well because I always play this called
Millie Manian. I'm assuming I can't yet call you 2 Millie Manian.
No way, no chance at all. I've probably gained about maybe 700 gamer scores since we last talked.
Outrageous. I'm pretty sure, Graham. We're gonna have to rewind the tapes here, but I'm pretty sure someone told us they'd have it done before they come back in the new year.
Yeah, I lost all motivation.
Outrageous. This is.
I know. I feel like I'm actually fully retired now. I've just had no drive at all to.
Yeah. Well,
that's Jason's the start of achievements.
yeah, basically.
I've turned into Jay. I've hired him and I've turned into him.
Exactly. So. We can talk more about why you haven't been getting achievements and you've been actually playing games for fun and enjoyment, as you should do, later. But let's also bring in the man, the myth, the legend that was briefly jumped in descent. Scottish Gruff Ross, come on in. Scottish Gruff Ross.
I've got more achievements than he has.
Yeah! In a week.
Yes!
Congratulations, Ross. I look forward to you. I'm sure you're going to tell us what games you've been playing to get the achievements in.
I'm on 1.977.
Oh, the 30,000, man. Come on, you knock that out in a week.
No, I feel like that's gone down since we last
about 22,000 away.
He can't take gamer score away.
No, I feel like he's done so bad at gaining games where he's actually lost it somehow.
Makes something just like that.
The amount of games I've played, it wouldn't surprise me. Actually, I played one game only, really. That's about it.
Yeah, well, it's been a good game we've been playing, but we'll get into that just very shortly. Welcome again if you're new somehow to Xbox Tavern, Xbox Tavern. We record this each and every Sunday at 8 p.m. Over on the youtube.com/Xbox Tavern official, as well as the audio that goes out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever you may find your wonderful podcasts. Follow us, listen, enjoy our dulcet tones and dubstep. Now, gentlemen, it's been YouTube podcast as well. If you're a YouTube, is it a YouTube Premium thing, or is it?
Yeah, anything.
No, just podcasts.
No? Okay. Yeah,
go. I'm not
Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, YouTube Podcast. I would say Google Podcast, but they shut that down.
They shut that down. That was one of the ones I used back in the day. Anyway, while we're talking about that,
trust anyone who doesn't have YouTube Premium because how dare you can watch adverts.
Or you use
the man knows
Brave browser.
The man knows.
Or use Brave
anyway.
browser.
Before we
YouTube
get
Premium for the win.
Before we get too far ahead of ourselves, and because it's the first show of the year, and because perhaps we might have some new people, got Xboxes for Christmas, etc., etc. Ross, I need a nice early.
An early plug-in. Jesus, I've not even got up as that early.
Tell these people what we're all about, what we do, where we are.
Do you know how hard it is to get up that early?
You can get up.
Whenever
I ask.
He never has any issues with me, so
that's just me then. I'm getting old.
Exactly.
But as Jay said, for Pluggles, we are YouTube partners. So if you want to support the show, and you can listen to our After Darks where we chat a variety of different shit, whether it be wrestling, whether it be pizza toppings, GeoGuessr, 20 questions. We've got a variety of different styles that we like to knock out. You can support us for the low price of 99p. You can't even get a coffee for that these days. You can't even get a fucking decent ice cream for 99 pence these days. Never mind with a flake in it. So if you want to jump over there and support us, you will also get access to things like super chats, stickers, custom emojis, things like that. Apple and Spotify podcasts, as we were just mentioning, you can jump over there and listen to us usually Sunday at about 10, 11 p.m. is usually when the show drops. If you would like to jump over and leave us a wee review, 5 stars would be greatly appreciated. CD Keys affiliate link, that gives us a wee kickback to the show. It doesn't cost you any extra, but if you use the affiliate link, just means that anything that you buy on the site, whether it be games, DLC, add-ons to games, whether it be like FIFA points or Warzone tokens or whatever it may be, we get a wee kickback on that, and it just helps us keep the podcast up and running with these lovely graphics that we see, the trailers, the guess the game interactions that we have. Socials will be running along the bottom of the screen. You can find us anywhere that is the major sort of social media there, whether it be X, Blue Sky, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and you'll find us at Xbox Tavern or at Xbox Tavern Official. And you can find all written reviews at xboxtavern.com. Jay will have a list of those later on the show. It has been a wee while since we've done it, so let's hope he remembers to actually include them in the show notes.
He might do. He might do.
He might do, yep.
Although, to be honest, there's been very few since we've been off.
And last but by no means least, if you want to jump over and join our Discord, you can shoot the shit with us directly. You can drop any questions, see what you like about the podcast, see what you think we need to work more on the podcast, or if you just want to brag about how good you are at Guess the Game, we've also got a dedicated channel for that you can drop in your daily scores.
Thank you very much. So yes, if you enjoy what we do, feel free to find us, like Ross said, anywhere he listed, and hopefully stick around for the ride, because it's going to be quite a ride this year, I think.
Yep.
You should also add, for those affiliate links, make sure you uninstall Honey before you get screwed out of it.
Yeah, before we don't get paid for it.
God, yes.
Luckily, we don't have any partnerships with Honey, so we're good.
I know, but if other people have Honey installed, our affiliate links get trumped by that.
They do, yes, they do get swallowed up, and Honey gets some extra money from your hard-earned monies. Bastards.
Do you remember the guy who did it? I did watch that video. Basically,
Marquise
Honey is
somebody. I can't remember his name.
Honey,
MLB.
Honey.
Mega Lag was the guy. But I don't know where this shit. But yeah, anyway, he did a whole deep dive into Honey, basically for anyone they've promoted, or anyone they've partnered with. Sorry, they're sort of stealing their money as well as anyone else's money just by inserting their own links. Cheeky bastards. Go check out the video. It's very good.
Well, they were saying as well, it's like they put their discount code in, but it could be a worse discount than one you could find. But they're forced to use their one, so therefore they get money from the discount code. But there could be.
It's made me skeptical now, because fucking the two browsers that I use. So Opera GX has a built-in code affiliate thing, you can save X amount with cashback there. I'll use that now. And fucking Brave has the same thing as well. I'm like, well, is that fucking scamming me out of money, or?
Well, I guess to Jay's personal bank account.
It's going straight into Jay's.
Don't worry about that Brave one.
I don't know why I fucking thought about that. Yeah, straight into Jay's.
Although we don't need to get into it now. But yeah, anyway, good shout, Graham. Fuck Honey, and support Xbox Tavern.
Fuck Honey, use Brave.
Damn right, baby. Damn right. Anyway,
damn right.
Been a while since we've done this, so let me just shake off the cobwebs. And I'm betting I should have prepared this ahead of time, but I'm going to ask anyway. Ian,
why did you ask me first?
No,
because he's going to ask you for a top 5.
Have you got a top 5?
Oh God, no.
Oh, I've got a notepad and pen ready and everything. I was looking forward to it.
That's fine.
As soon as I touch my computer, everything blows up.
You have got until the end of the game's played to knock one out.
Easy. And
Jay's on camera, so it's fine. Give me 10 seconds.
I just want to know how many puns I can put in this show.
I can knock one out.
well,
Good to
In
hear.
the last 5
welcome
games
back.
I played, that'd be quite easy to do.
Yeah.
God,
Welcome back.
God, zombies.
God Warzone. God single player. God multiplayer. Balatro. There we go. You win.
Nice.
Apparently, there's an update coming to Balatro. People were very excited about it, I've seen.
Oh, is that?
But yeah, apparently, yes. I thought that would make Ian happy.
That does.
It will. It will. Anyway, while we're waiting for Ian to knock one out, let's talk about.
Not
the
as
game
happy
we're
as
playing.
Jay's going to be when he gets into the Football Manager update.
I very much can't wait for this. So let's save the best till last, which is obviously the Football Manager update.
And then
I'm
the
gonna
show.
go. Yeah, when we stop recording, and I've gone to bed. You can crack on. I'm gonna go to Graham.
Yes.
What have you been playing this week, or while we've been away? I should say, because we've been off for a few weeks now.
A number of different kind of things. I've been sneaking back into a little bit more Power to make use of some of all the different update things that are going out. I didn't realize how sort of far behind I was from the main leveling bit where I was. I got stuck just before you start having to build electric things to get oil and stuff on that bit. So, and boy, do they generate electricity very, very freaking slowly.
Need electric Pokemon for that. That's
You know, just like
Oh,
slap a
oh.
Pikachu in there. Just like fucking there you go, mate.
I've got like a level 3 electric power to sort of power the bigger generator, but it's still like the oil refining thing. It just takes juice all the time. I've got like 3 generators going, a big one just to run the oil thing, and it just keeps running out of electric all the time. It's like, such a like. So I'm trying to get all the resources to build a second giant one and sticking another level 3 electric thing in there. I'm researching electric just so I can kick on to the next piece afterwards, because you need to build plasteel, I think, the material, which helps you get all to all the next bits. But yeah, I've defeated loads of the different mini bosses things they've got lying around now that they've added. And then they've added a big old giant location to like the southwest, a big old island to the southwest, where I took my giant flying raid dragon over there. And it says, be careful, you can get shot down by air missiles. And they weren't joking. You get absolutely rinsed.
Oh, I like it.
That's a bit of a different game than I remember.
So yeah, they've got these anti-aircraft sort of missile, those things looking things like turrets that can shoot your air Pokemon down and kills them in one hit and kills you in one hit. So don't think you can go flying around that island unlocking all the fast travel. So you have to be super careful when you get to that island.
Favorite.
Yeah, so I'm actually get to that island. I just hadn't got much further because I keep trying to use my flying poke, like pals, to try and get places. But yeah, that's the next area I've kind of got to. Doing some of the missions, and the next mission I have is to get to that island and defeat the tower that's there. But it's trying to get there long enough without my pal being shot down. So I'm just trying to wander around, and you can sort of deactivate all the sort of anti-aircraft thingies so they can stop shooting your pal down, but it's just finding them all. But yeah, it's good fun sort of getting back into the flow of things and just trying to get to the next steps. It's just a shame they've made it so bloody slow with certain things of like generating electric. As I've said, I've got a whole separate base dedicated to it, and it's still so slow to collect oil and stuff to try and get to it. And usually like you can do it manually to sort of speed up the process, but you can't even collect oil manually unless you go sort of murdering load of pals that give you oil if you do it. So that's like the only way to get it. But yeah, it's all right. It's sort of, it hasn't crashed on me, which is a surprise. Usually when I'm sort of tearing around with my sort of the flying power, the fast one, it struggles to load in and it eventually crashes. But
Didn't try and go in a cave with Ross or anything, did you?
no, I'm talking of pals. I have a visitor.
I see a little pal. Hello, little pal.
Holy shit, I got massive!
Yeah, Milo got big.
That's what she
Big boy. But yeah.
We're gonna have to get a tally up on the screen, the amount of innuendos we've got.
Fun style. But yeah, it's been good getting back into the kind of swing of things. I just wish it would speed up a little bit more.
Yeah.
To,
Fair enough,
so
fair
I can
enough.
move on to the next bits.
Obviously, I'm not going to play it again, but every review two played this new update as well.
Actually, I haven't played the new one. I played the one previously, but I didn't play the new one, which came out last month.
Yeah, the end just before Christmas it was.
No, I haven't started that one yet, but I might have to.
Yeah, it's not bad. So, I mean, the fact that last island is pretty damn tough means they've definitely ramped it up a little bit. So, curious to sort of try and explore that a bit more without getting rinsed. So, usually all the other places I've been coping with, I've been overpowered, but that's the only place where being overpowered doesn't really help you. So, it means I might need to upgrade my gear to sort of cope with it a bit better.
Nice. Well, at least it's good that they're still keeping the updates coming, because obviously it had like a massive like a massive sort of launch period where everybody was on top of it and everybody was loving it, and then it's sort of, I feel like it's slowly
it did take off quite a bit because we do everything pretty quickly.
Obviously Ian said they did the update that he played, and then now you're playing the latest one, so there's a lot more stuff, and they're not done yet either, I don't believe.
No, the fact they've added in so many different kind of mini bosses, that kind of helps sort of make it feel less empty, because it was just trying to find powers like the only thing you could do after you defeated all the towers. Unless you fancy beating the towers again, there wasn't really much else you could do boss wise. But they've literally added like 20 different little boss locations, which you kill them, you get bounty tokens, and with the bounty tokens you can buy certain things with it to help speed things along or unlock new things. And so it all comes full circle, but it's just the only sticking point for me is they've made oil production very, very slow, which I don't know if I'm doing something wrong, but I'm trying my best to speed up that bit by developing everything around the electrical world so I can move on to the next phase, which is plasteel and those kind of metals. And then, because I know there is things you can make from the new island, because I've got a new metal or new material from there, so I know that's the bit after plasteel, but I just need to do that bit before I can get to that bit, because you have to upgrade your bases, you have to build a certain thing, and a lot of it involves that oil-based material, which gets a bit slow. Usually I could blast through it because I can harvest it manually, but it's just one thing you can't do manually.
Well, keep us updated on how you're getting on with your pals, not your Pokemons. Are they called? They're not called Palmons, are they? They're just called pals, aren't they?
Pals, I think.
I feel like we kept calling them all sorts of different names when we were playing.
Palmons, Palcomons, I think we called them.
Palcomons, why not? They're legally distinct Pokemon. All right, carry on. Thank you very much. Thank you very much indeed. Bit of Power World still going. It's still in Game Pass, obviously. You didn't purchase it.
You're still in Game Pass,
Okay, good. Yeah, cool. Right. Excellent. So we'll get some more updates there from him and perhaps the others at some point very, very soon. I'm going to go to Ian now. Ian.
Hello.
When you're not trying to get it up for us before the end of the segment, what have you been playing there?
Right, before I start playing, top 5.
Hang on. You can't drop it on me like this.
Well, you wanted to drop it on you, and then you drop it on me now. So I'll talk about my game whilst you think.
I'm ready.
So,
I'm ready.
Nice, quick, and easy, because I am lazy and the first one I can think of my head. Let's see how good our memory is. I want the first 5 games of Project Game Pass last year. New format, first 5 games we did.
You're testing all of our knowledge. Yeah.
And for me,
and so what have you been playing then?
I've been playing one beautiful game still playing it, and it is creeping now probably to one of my game of the years for last year, and that's Balatro.
How long are we getting? As long as you can shoot shit about Balatro.
Probably.
What were the first 5 games you played on what?
Project Game Pass and new format. So last year.
Okay.
The first 5 we did. Project Game Pass. New format.
Am I allowed to look at xboxam.com for the answers?
No, you cannot.
Actually, I don't even think they're up there, to be honest. I never hardly got round to putting some up there.
You didn't. It took me fucking ages to figure them out in my head. There might even still be one.
Since we streamed it.
Yeah, the new format. It's a new format. Remember we changed the new format to multiplayer.
Okay.
Do you want them in order or just give them?
In order.
For fuck's sake, Ian.
Yeah, wow. I want order, baby. To make it harder. As we talk about Balatro on screen, as you can see, this is a beautiful poker card game, which is not quite poker, because obviously not gambling anything. As you know, you see here where you basically go for different antes. There's three rounds each, and then you have that goes up one ante. And there's
It's
8
going for
antes.
different antes, not technically gambling.
Yeah, technically you're sick, but you're not really gambling any money. You're not really staking.
Oh,
any
right, okay.
money. You're just basically trying to get the best hand you can in your cards.
Gotcha.
Also, you get these what's called jokers here, which obviously boost your amount of money you earn throughout that hand. So, say for example, I want you to earn 8,000 chips. You basically have to earn 8,000 chips through your poker hand, but then you may get a card that has a joker that gives you plus 50 chips if you play a pair. So if you do 2 pair, you get 100 chips extra. Actually, you only get 50 chips extra for that, but because it gives you 1 pair, and then you're working your way up there. But then there might be like some like rare cards which will give you maybe like 4 times if you get 4 of a kind. So then basically what you're doing is you're discarding cards to try and get 4 of a kind, and then that hand will then play. And there's other things like which give you like packs where you can actually change cards. So you can have a change a card, so all your cards become like a 6 of a kind, 6 of a diamond, and then you can change 6 of a kind. 6. You can actually get 5 of a kind though in this.
6 of a kind? What the fuck?
You get 5 of a kind.
Somebody did not. How can you get 5 of a kind?
So basically, you have to play 5 cards, and then basically, there's an extra thing in the game where there's 5 of a kind. There's also straight flush as well. So you put like 5 cards in the same suit. So
That's a real hand anyway.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Not. Sorry, full house meant. Sorry,
that's a real one as well.
No, it's not, because obviously No, it's not, because you can't get 3 of a kind of the same suit.
But full house is definitely the same.
Full house of the same suit. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh right, I was going to say you could definitely get a full house.
Yeah, flush house. It's called a flush house, basically, where obviously because you change a card. Yeah, if you change, like, say, example, you change a 6 of diamonds to 6 of clubs, and then you play 3 6 of clubs, and then you play obviously another pair of the same club.
I was like, shit, no wonder I lost so much fucking money. This is
so
a full house. You'll get at me, sorry.
Yeah, so they change a lot of the games around, the format around. So there's a few extra ones, but they are obviously your standard poker hands which you can get. But yeah, some of the jokers do obviously help you. So a lot of times you can go for a game where you're just getting nothing, because none of the jokers are actually giving you any good jokers. But once you start getting for the first couple of antes, you can start seeing jokers they're kind of pushing to you towards. So you go, okay, I've got to work on maybe 3 of a kind instead of pairs or full house and stuff. You rather focus on 3 of a kind, because the joker's giving you more points for the 3 of a kind. So that's where you kind of start playing the game differently. It's very quite quirky game. I say, didn't some random guy make it for his friends or something? You were saying, Jamie?
It was just him supposedly to try and teach his friends how to play poker, and then it just sort of escalated from there.
Is that how it came about?
Yeah, I read something. I forget. It might have even been the Game Awards when they, excuse me, when they mentioned it. But something like that. And then now it's just one of the biggest indie games in the world, and he's laughing, and he's like an anonymous developer as well, so nobody knows who he is. He just
that's mental. I think though, like how simplistic an idea that is.
And it's such a simple game, yeah. And people are making mods for it now, so there's different varieties, different mods.
But like even something as simplistic, like so, and it's a very similar type game in regards to like your scoring system. But over the festive period, I got taught how to play Yahtzee.
Oh, that's classic, yeah.
Yahtzee is essentially poker, but with dice. Like you try and get the same sort of like point system. You get a 3 of a kind, a 4 of a kind, a full house, a small straight, a large straight. It's basically poker, but like somebody could essentially make Yahtzee retied to fucking your lateral instead of fucking bilateral, and it's the same game, but it's with dice. And somebody's taken such a simplistic idea, but made this fleshed out game of it, and has got the accolades that this game's got.
It's pointless. Even my son's actually learned to play bilateral and learns to play poker now, so it's really quite crazy.
Yeah.
And the good thing is, there's also a joker that can let you do 4 of a kind and 4 straights.
4 of a kind.
No, sorry, 4 straight, 4 cards straight. So
that's a Yahtzee hand then. That's a fucking 4 dices instead of 5.
Yeah, but yeah, there's one.
If it makes you feel any better, I just believe you, Ian, because I can't play poker to save my life. So yeah, wherever you say go.
Can you play Yahtzee?
I've played poker with both of you.
You can play.
Hey, I've won a fair 3 poker game matches. Thank you very much. Have you won? I don't think you have.
If you can play Yahtzee, you can play poker. You're fine.
I've won a couple, but I don't know how. It was a bit of fluke.
I've won a fair few. thank you
Anyway.
very much. Yeah.
Anyway. Yeah, so a bit
enough
of Black
slagging off
good
about
stuff.
that, Troy.
Do
me
you know what?
that.
I very nearly picked it up over Christmas actually because of your glowing recommendation. But then I remembered that A, like I just said, I can't play poker save my life. And B, I'm not a big roguelike guy. Nah, I love it. Or maybe I'll give it a go someday, but I'm not in any rush to pick it up. Anyway,
Jamie,
fight time?
order, please. Yes.
I've
order.
got an order. I don't think it's in order or indeed
I've
the
got-
right,
I want.
the
I
right
like the
list
order
of
to make it
games.
harder.
So I've gone Turbo Golf Racing, Power World.
Slow down, please, because I'm typing on my phone. Because if I type on my PC, I'll explode.
You skipped
Turbo-
change tabs.
Turbo Golf Racing,
Yep.
Power World,
Yep.
Dead Island 2,
Yep.
Diablo 4,
Yep.
Exo Primal. I'm not sure on those last two.
Exo.
Ooh, I like
Yeah.
it.
Okay. And we go to Ross first. Next to me.
So I have Turbo Golf Racing,
Yeah.
Power World,
Yeah.
Dead Island 2,
Yep.
Diablo 4,
Yep.
Golf with Friends.
Okay. And Graham.
That I wasn't sure about golf.
I went Killer Queen Black.
Killer Queen Black first.
What the fuck? That was like that was 2 years ago.
Last year. This is what the easiest one.
Holy
Okay.
FIFA
shit!
24, Forza 5, Humans Fall Flat, and Gang Beasts.
Okay, Graham's out because
We've
that's
never
the
played
game.
Gang Beasts.
I
I
wasn't
would say any
sure.
of them. Okay.
As you're getting old, Gray, it's that memory, innit?
Fucking hell.
I know.
the
I
cats.
thought Jay was old. Bloody hell. So the answers are in January we did for our new format was Turbo Golf Racing first.
Yeah.
Then we did Power World.
Yeah.
Then I didn't play it, but people did. Dead Island 2.
Oh.
Then we did Diablo.
Ah.
I wasn't sure about that one.
Oh, it comes down to the last one.
Yeah, I think Exo Primal was later.
I think it was earlier.
Exo Primal, unfortunately, was the
June
not
or
the
July,
correct
wasn't it?
answer. It was Golf with Friends.
Ah!
X Primal was last year. X Primal was over. Yeah, X Primal was last year, mate. The year before me. Sorry, 23.
Was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Expo was ages ago.
I thought it was
It
last
was.
year.
No, man.
It was Golf with
man.
Friends. Then it was X to Fight. Then it was Human Fall Flat. Then it was Nickelodeon. Then All You Needed Help. Then it was Something. Then it was Call of Duty. Then it was Crash Team Racing. I can't
Ah.
What
find.
came after All You Need Is Help?
I can't. I can only find 11 games. That's
Didn't we skip a month?
Maybe that's
No,
why.
we wouldn't have skipped a month.
Well, I can't. I can only find 11 games on YouTube. So
Yeah.
something's gone missing. So whether we skip.
But yeah, I honestly could have swore Exo Primal was last year. If you told
No,
me to get
Exo
my
Primal
life on
was-
it, I would love. Yep, absolutely last year.
Exo Prime was ages ago.
Yeah, we did it when it first came out. It was 20.
Yeah, which I thought was last year. Because
Game
it's leaving
Pass.
game. It's leaving
Yeah.
Game Pass in a couple of days. I thought that's pretty.
It
good.
is, it's
been out there a few
heartbreaking.
months. It's been nearly 2 years.
Well, we
Alright,
played
fair
it
enough.
last
Anyway.
week. We talk about it.
Well done, Ross. You're already
new season.
in the
Ross
new
in the lead.
season. Ross is in the lead yet again. How much did he win by last season? You know, probably not.
I think it was quite close between you two, actually. I can't remember. I didn't-
You started pulling them back in your leg. The thing is, I need to get my wins in just now because the shenanigans starting next week. But we'll touch on that later.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tell you what, Ross,
Yeah.
get that innuendo counter up again. Touch on me
Oh.
now.
Oh, do you want me touching just now?
Yeah, go on. We should have added it to the plugs, really, but I forgot about it.
We should. So next week is our 175th episode, and what better way to bring it in than a quiz episode? We've not done one in a considerable length of time. I think the last time we did it was the Super Ultimate Grand Champion of the World quiz, which Gray won. Am I right in saying?
It was Graham's one, wasn't it? Graham did the quiz.
No, did he get the last? Was Graham do the last one? I thought it was the Super Ultimate quiz.
Right. Gray did the last one, which I won.
Oh, in which case then we had started the new season. So Jay won the last one. However, it is none of us four that will be the quiz master. So that for the first time, we will all be competing against each other. And special guest Pete with his, I think he said he's allowed 2 questions during the whole quiz because they take about 12 and a half hours each.
Yeah.
Based
He's
on
going
his
to start
last.
asking it as soon as we finish tonight, and then by
Yeah.
the time we get to next,
By the time
Sunday,
we go
we'll-
live, he'll have asked both of them, and we just need to answer them. So yes, we have Quizmaster special guest Pete next week. So that should be an interesting quiz. I feel like I'm at a disadvantage because as much as Pete is a massive Mass Effect fan, I don't think he's going to skew the quiz down that way, which would have possibly favoured me. And if he's got anything that's Final Fantasy based, I am up the shit creek without a paddle. So
games I'm out, so let's just face it.
But it should be fun though, because
unless it's wrestling attributes, then you're on us for an hour and a half.
Fine, yeah, that's fine. Yeah.
Yeah,
Play something stupid like name the fucking character in Dragon Age that ate a massive ham of meat.
I know that one.
but yeah, it should be fun. The first time all four of us are competing. Someone else asking questions. Obviously, we've all had to go hosting. I think Ian's done 2 at this point. Maybe one of us.
3. He's done 3. I've only done 1.
I mean, 3 or 4. I think I've done 4. I think you've each won one, and then did an ultimate one where I think one of you.
3 one.
Yeah, I think I won that one.
Yeah,
I've only won. I've hosted 1 and won 1. I know that.
Yeah. So it should be good fun. You can go back and look at some of our previous quizzes. They're all on youtube.com/Tavern Official. Some of them are a bit longer than others, perhaps. But
a little bit. I was looking back at them the other day, and how our visual design quality has improved over the years is fucking fantastic. One of them literally looks like it's like PowerPoint on the left-hand side of the screen. Our camera's fired on the right side of the screen, and that's it. And then we had a live show. Live show that was a quiz.
Highly recommend checking it out. That was a lot of fun to do, even if it didn't quite come out as well as we'd intended. But
then we started having fucking audio rounds where it's just music playing, which was fucking another elevation. Then we had fucking catchphrase style rounds. It's just fucking. It's grew arms and legs.
Yeah, and I can't wait to experience the sheer shenanigans that Special Guest Pete is going to bring this week. Hi, Special Guest Pete.
He's not recording it, is he? He is joining us live.
Yeah,
I fucking hope so.
Good. It means as soon as he starts asking his 3.5 fucking minute question, we can tell him to fucking move his ass.
Yeah, we can just fast forward the stream if he records.
Exactly. Pause and then click.
Straight to the point, yeah. Anyway, so yeah, come join us next week. We'll be doing a wonderful quiz with Special Guest Pete hosting. Sorry. And
I'll try to remember to do a tally this time of our top 5.
Yes, top 5s. Get your spreadsheet made.
I'll do some videos as well while I'm away for the next month and a bit.
Oh,
look at him! Look,
we're just back and he's abandoning us.
He's abandoned us already. He's off.
I've got to go and check Jay's Cayman Island funds.
I was going to say, I've lent him
darkness, my old friend.
I said, look, I don't need to go to Florida just yet. I've got a couple of months yet, so you take it. You go away.
And he obviously needs someone to go to the Cayman Islands to check on the accounts.
Check his account, make sure everything's in order. Nobody's trying to steal it.
You know what? I'll sacrifice and go to the Caribbean.
I'll take one for the team.
He was very generous in the offering to take one for the team. Thank you, Ian. I appreciate it.
Yeah, you know.
Thank you.
I'll take you as well in a minute.
Where's that counter? Anyway, where were we? Video games playing. Ross, I'm going to go to you next. Why not? Because I'm a generous man.
That's brave.
Now, what have you been playing? And wait.
Playing for myself.
Right,
I worry that what you heard right there was, Ross, please tell me about Football Manager. What I actually said was, Ross,
what have you been playing?
But Football Manager.
That's not what you said. That's not what you said. However, I will be generous. I will leave that. I said best to last.
Yes.
So I will put that to one side. And I'll leave
how bad you were doing in Football Manager and that your mates.
I'll let you simmer on it so that it's like building up the anticipation. I know how you like a wee bit edging.
We know Graham is better than you, but it's fine. So just tell us now.
That's fine. The Graham is better than me. There's nobody's denying about it. I am chilled about it. It's all good in the hood. Other Graham. Graham spelled with an AE instead of a ham.
Yeah.
So I've been working my way through Uncharted because I still don't have my Xbox back, so I can't complete Indiana Jones.
You're not missing much there.
Oh, what, Indiana Jones or Uncharted or both?
Both really. Indiana Jones does fall flat towards the end.
Outrageous. That's fucking shenanigans. We'll get into that. That's
blasphemous.
We'll talk about that. Ross, carry on, please. Don't let this.
So I think I'm near the end of it. I could be wrong. I might not be anywhere near the end of it, but in fact, actually, come and think of it, really, aren't anywhere near the end of it. But I have thoroughly enjoyed it so far. The gun mechanics are shit. I'm not going to lie. It's probably the weakest part of it.
The combat in the first game is
a bit ass. I'm not a big fan of that. The puzzles are nice. The exploration is nice. For the age of the game, even though I'm playing I can't remember what the remake's called, but I'm playing that one, the Nathan Drake Collection. potentially.
The collection.
So I'm playing that one. So it is a wee bit more upspuffed. Everything's flung in for it. Looks very nice, but combat definitely a weak point. So I'm hoping, given the fact that I've got the trilogy, that it improves in the second one. But not really enjoying it so far. Possibly lacking puzzles. I was kind of hoping there would be a lot more puzzles in it than there is, but
yeah, it's more of like a pulpy adventure, though, isn't it? So there's basic puzzles and basic combat, but it's just about the like globetrotting.
It's a very basic game,
exploring tombs. Sorry, but I think it's great.
The jet ski section when you're in the water ruins is fucking.
That can get in the fucking bin.
I hated that section. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. I look forward to polishing it off. And then that'll be, depending on when I get the Xbox back and get into, I will be jumping into the second one in the series, which I've heard is a dramatic improvement.
Not only a dramatic improvement, but one of my favourite games of all time.
Well, it's not only one of your favourite games of all time. My other friend Graham that we were referring, it's one of his favourite games of all time as well. I'm sure. So, or certainly the Uncharted game is one of his favourite series of all time. So
it's one of those games where I started the second one and then I got really annoyed with it, and I never went back to it. And I think it's one of the ones I need to go back to.
It's so much better than the first one. It's like I assume you guys have all played Assassin's Creed, and then you play Assassin's Creed 2. It's like that
better than one. Wow! Like, if it's that big a jump up, then I look forward to getting into it.
Yeah. And that's the thing. I played the first one and got really let down, and I started playing the second one. I thought this feels like the first one, but then apparently it does get better as you go along.
Yeah, it's so good the second one
because the jump up between Assassin's Creed 1, as much as Altair is cool as fuck, to Ezio it's night and day.
It's mandatory.
Differenza.
And so now, Graham, you just need to start playing Uncharted, and then we've got.
I think Graham rather lose the will to live right now.
He looks like he's losing the will to live.
Well, you're talking about Uncharted.
Once you do pick up your PlayStation, that is an inevitability throughout the course of the year. If you get 1 month PlayStation Plus, it's included in that, so you could just try it.
Or you could borrow the disc.
It's not even materialised yet, so it may not ever happen.
Well, that will happen.
Yes, we'll get there. But yeah, Uncharted, great game. Obviously not Xbox, I realise, but we like all consoles and games here on Xbox Taverns. Xbox Tavern, which record each episode at 8 p.m.
Holy shit, Ian, how quick did you come there?
Wow, that was a...
He wasn't even finished it, and he was like...
So his dad talked about edging, he got ready straight away.
I was ready for it. I heard it coming.
just couldn't hold himself back. So no, too late. It's
coming.
Anyway,
thank you very much.
Thank you very much, there, Ross, for a bit of Uncharted goodness. Makes me feel all warm and fuzzy inside. Everybody playing that. Right, who's next? Me.
Pop, by the way, Ross. Just to say.
My turn. That was a nice.
What was that? Thank you.
That little bottle open. That was good. That
was a good pop. I was like, oh, that sounds good. But I bet it's disappointing what you're drinking.
G won't think so. G will very much appreciate it.
Oh no, I agree. That is a good one.
I've never tried that, but I mean, you can't really have much of a
fantastic.
Do you know what I got into? Like, not got into, but I drank over the Christmas period was like this whiskey with peanut butter. Fucking root beer is fucking.
Oh, I've heard of that. I've never tried it yet though.
Fucking beautiful. Just
have it on the
rocks. Amazing. Don't need anything else of it. On the rocks.
I do like the sounds of that.
It's magical.
Well, we should try some of that at some point.
Bailey's were
and a bit of Dr. Pepper on the side. Why not?
With Dr. Pepper.
No, not Dr. Pepper. I'm on the Fanta food twist tonight.
Doolies for the win. Can he beat some Doolies?
Doolies is banging.
Doolies is fucking awesome.
Well, that feels like a throwback that I don't really wish to repeat there.
Oh, you can't beat a bit of Doolies. Toffee vodka liqueur. Oh,
fucking beautiful. I remember that.
It's fucking lovely.
I'm gonna buy some now. Do you think, man? I would buy some before. Maybe I'll buy it after the show.
Well, we're gonna have to have Xbox Tavern's drinking tavern. I suppose we are. Yeah,
literally.
We tried that once. G, you fell asleep.
Yeah.
Well, I was old.
And then pretended you were.
A lot more.
I've been disconnected, and you're sat there.
I'm a lot more. I mean, I'll tell you what. Not only was I out for the countdown that Xbox live stream, but I was actually disconnected. I assure you, I just couldn't figure out how to do. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Let's carry on.
Disconnected, but on screen going.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Anyway, right. I've been playing video games over Christmas period as well as drinking some rum.
You're playing yourself as well.
I've been playing. I'll save Ian. Sorry, I'll save Graham from getting upset. And we'll talk about more non-Xbox stuff for now, and we'll talk about what a game that is on Xbox. Although I did play it on Switch, called Werewolf: The Apocalypse Purgatory, which is like a choose-your-own-adventure style game set in the Werewolf: The Apocalypse universe. Gray, you played what was the one you played? Is it Earth Blood or something like that? Like a weird. It's like a 3D action game, wasn't it? Werewolf: The Apocalypse game.
Yeah, it was an action game. That's the Nacon one, the werewolf.
Yeah,
the Apocalypse one. Yeah.
So yes, you played that, and at the same time as you playing that, I played the original one of this, and it was really good. Like it's almost like a CRPG. It's like you've got loads of different choices, and it's there's sort of dice roll elements to it, but it's not proper like D&D style type dice rolls. But you see, if you're watching now across the top of the screen, you've got different stats that go up and down depending on certain choices you make. And then obviously, as you get further on, if you haven't got enough willpower, for example, you won't be able to choose certain options. And so it's all about balancing whether you want to take the sacrifice now and then suffer the consequences later, or work your way around. And it's a really well written story. It's based in Poland.
Is it? Do they talk to you, or is it all reading?
It's all reading. There's no audio. No spoken words.
Reading.
If I wanted to spend 30 hours or 10 hours reading, I'd pick up a book.
It is just like reading one of the old
Choose
Choose Your Own Adventure books.
Do you want to go left? Turn to page 136. Do you want to go right? Turn to page 84. If I wanted to do that, I would read that book.
But in a digital form with Werewolf.
Right.
And it's really good. It's really well done. There's at one point there's a split where it basically turns into sort of two separate games. So you could choose one character or another to go with, and you don't get to see the other side of the story unless you obviously replay it. And there's quite a substantial, like 2 or 3 chapters where you completely miss out on one side of one character's activities while you're doing whatever it is with the other character.
You know, if you like this one, Jay, you should play it. It's a wee title. It's called Baldur's Gate.
Oh God!
See, now the problem with that
also does split different storylines that you can miss out on stuff if you pick a certain one. There's roll dice elements to it, story based, quite a bit of reading if you want there to be. So just putting that one out there for you.
Can I play it on my Switch over the Christmas break?
Buy a fucking
a Legion Go or a Rogue Ally or whatever. Yeah.
And exactly, and with Game Pass that's now allowing you to play your own games, you're fucking flying.
Indeed.
Sit on the shitter and watch a dwarf get fucking yeeted off a windmill.
Until that day comes, I'll stick with these very short.
Sorry, I was incorrect there. He's not a dwarf, he's a gnome. Sorry, I don't want to
I will take your word for that. But yeah, this is a really good game. I really enjoy playing through it. Even on the Switch, which I did play on. The text wasn't too hard to read, or even on the small handheld screen. It was even sometimes they pack a lot of fucking text on the screen, but they've also accompanied it with decent audio work and some nice painterly visuals and stuff. And if you played the original one, you'd like this because it's sort of not a direct sequel, but it carries on like that story. So the main character of that game features in this game, but you don't play as you play as a different person. And then it's all about choosing, like I said, whether you want to sacrifice something now for the greater good at the end, or if you want to take the risk now and suffer the consequences. You can save certain people, you can kill certain people, etc. And it's probably took me maybe not even 10 hours to get through. And like I said, there's loads of replay because there's loads of different choices you can make in the whole different path you can go down. So
10 hours
highly recommend it.
Oh my God.
Highly recommended.
Again,
and
could just read a book.
Or watch like a movie.
I mean, it literally is reading a book.
Watch a whole series of movies
on your Switch. And who doesn't like reading books on their Switch, huh?
I've got Kindle.
I mean, I hate visual novels, so you're literally not telling me anything.
Doki Doki.
This is true. This is true. I mean, Doki Doki is very similar as well. But yeah,
is there any good language of love?
If you're into that sort of thing, obviously Ian isn't. Then I think you'll enjoy it. I enjoyed it.
Really disconcerting when my 11-year-old was asking about Doki Doki the other day. I was like, fuck do you know about Doki Doki?
Just go and play it. Don't tell him anything. Just go and play it.
No, he was asking me if I've played it. He has played it.
He's played it, Vampire.
Well, I was like, what the shit?
Good lad. Who did he save? Who was his favourite?
I have no fucking idea. I shut him down immediately when he mentioned it. Like, what the fuck are you playing that game for? It was on Steam.
It's free on Steam as well.
Well, fucking exactly. So I was like, you cut that shit out. Give that a bite.
Well, everybody
Grandpa
should
Ross
be
telling
Doki
me how
Doki.
it is.
Yeah. But yeah. Anyway, so Werewolf the Apocalypse Purgatory. Check it out if you like that sort of thing. If you're lucky Ian, don't worry about it. Just ignore it and carry on playing your other language of loves games, I suppose. Anyway. Who are we going to get to now? Graham, let's come back to you. You got anything else on your docket you'd like to talk about you've been playing over Christmas? Can he hear you?
You're on mute, Graham.
Yeah, sorry, there's a bit of a shenanigans going on.
Any game he talks about is going to fall down a rabbit hole. So he's like,
I mean, any game's better than the game Jamie just mentioned. So
Yeah, well, I've still
no,
been
it's-
sort of ploughing
Ready?
on into Dragon Age. I'm determined to try and finish that game soon.
maybe
who
not
you
then.
been ploughing in Dragon Age?
Well, because Pete told me he got
Werewolf.
with kind of Neve, I tried to get with Balara, but she wasn't having none of it, so it just kept it paired up with.
How did you not
Harding
manage
instead.
to fucking? She's an elf. She'll get it up for free.
Well, I tried. My character's an elf as well, and it still wasn't going anywhere.
Fucking
Um,
hell.
Yeah,
Doesn't
so
like-
it,
doesn't like
because
the
it
elf
wasn't
choice.
progressing anywhere, it was either Harding or.
No fancy
Harding-
tackle and dash.
I considered it, but I was trying to. I had to reject her before I failed with Balara, so I missed my chance.
I mean, she does have a bit of a rapey scene. It's like,
Oh no,
So-
that still happened.
oh, did you get the rapey scene? All right, okay.
Yeah. But he kind of just sort of brushed it off.
How do you brush off that? All right, cool. Hold on, I'm just gonna grab you by the throat, pin you against the wall, and
Yeah.
like sniff you.
Yeah. It's got horns. It's the way it works.
I'm really concerned because I was about to start playing this game, and now you're making me not want to play the game.
It's a bit disconnected. Like the first time that she grabbed me, I was like, "Oh, what the? No feeling. My body's nobody's body but mine."
Yeah. That whole arc goes all over the place. But I'm now finishing all the sort of companions' arcs. So I've got the final quests in each of their companion arcs. So you get a little like special armor and everything as you finish the end of each
Yeah.
of theirs. So I've done 3 of them. I'm just finishing off all the kind of others.
See, my issue that I've now faced with this game is I've started play through 2, but because I've played it through once, I don't mind looking at like online stuff and spoilers. So I start to see everything that can happen depending on choices. So in my playthrough, we had Neve hooking up with Lucanus. They were like
Yes, that's
the
what's happened
couple.
on mine. Yeah.
But I romanced Harding in the first game.
Right. Which is what I've got as well. Yeah.
So I've discovered that if you don't romance Harding or Tash, they get together.
Yes, Pete. That's what Pete did. Pete got with me,
And I'm
and
like-
those 2 got together. Yeah.
But I'm like, whoa, but Harding's mine. Like,
But
hands
in that
hands
playthrough,
off.
yeah.
So now I'm starting a second playthrough, and I was like, I'm looking at other options, but I'm like, but you don't get to touch Harding.
Well, you get to be with Lucanus if you really want to, or the
But it's not the point. I don't want
Well,
Tash
the-
touching Harding.
other.
She's off limits.
Grey Warden.
Leave her alone. Harding is the best character.
Well, that's debatable.
Whoa, who's better?
Oh,
I'll give you Lucanus.
No, Hassan the Griffin.
Hassan shit. No, wait a minute. What's not Hassan?
Oh,
Who's
the
what's his
Griffin.
Hassan? Is Hassan the Griffin?
Yeah, Hassan's the Griffin.
What's his owner?
Oh, I can't remember his name.
Yeah.
He's not
The
interested,
owner-
but Hassan
yeah.
is.
The owner's shit. Hassan's cool as fuck. I like Hassan.
Yeah.
Yes, I'll give you that. Okay, humanoid character.
Oh, you never said that. Yeah, that's debatable.
have you played Dragon Age, Jay?
I'm not sure which one.
Don't be fucking silly. G's not playing Dragon Age.
No,
Because I named my voice. I was like, can we
Literally
input
made
anything
my
to this
character, that's it.
conversation?
You know what I don't understand about G? He plays dog shit games like Dragon's Dogma, but won't play good RPGs.
Whoa, hang on. Game of the year last year, Dragon's Dogma 2. Thank you very much.
But yeah, I'm getting close to the end though. It's now over 100-hour mark, and I'm just doing all of those kind of.
It's a good
extra kind
game.
of quests.
It is a good game.
Yeah,
I'm
I've-
considering
it
starting
was
it.
since
Yeah,
I'm sort of going more melee mode. For some reason, my arrow ranged attacks have suddenly become overpowered.
Oh, you still? Oh, I forgot you're roguing it up, aren't you?
I was rogue. I switched it out. Sort of, I reset my points and went more rogue. For some reason, I did a couple of shots on one of the bosses, and it was like 999 damage by sort of shooting it in the head. I was like,
Bye.
oh, there's like extra. It's like, whoa! You just see the bug go woof woof. I was
And
like,
all you're mumping
wow.
and moaning about how you couldn't get headshots, you couldn't do crits,
well,
you
I've got
couldn't
an
do
extra thing
damage.
where you click in the stick and it slows down time, so you can easily get a more headshot at that time.
Jay, did you just pull it? Well, I think you just pulled it.
His penis.
Is that another innuendo count?
It wasn't meant to be, but yes, it definitely is. I thought I heard
Hey,
in the
what are you
background.
doing?
I just thought, no, I genuinely thought all I heard was, ah.
Oh right.
If it was,
It's ingrained.
That's the little thing in the beginning of the pornos where it's loading up.
Yeah. Ah,
Jay, you meant to skip the first couple of minutes. What are you doing?
fucking hell.
Jay,
You're
let's know the
incognito.
story first before he goes through.
At least it didn't start with a bum bow.
Bow, bow, bow.
But massive more progression, and I reckon by the time the quiz comes along, I should be finished.
Good
my
man, good
aim.
man. I like it.
Good work. Good work, sir. Good
Who
work.
did you pick in regards to Dragon Devastation?
What do you mean? Oh, that's the
Well, who-
which
City.
place did you save? Oh, I saved
Yeah.
Leaves over Lucanus's.
That's interesting. So did I. Why are people hating on Lucanus, I wonder? Because I think Pete did the same. So did I.
I have no idea what you're on about, and you just spoiled something. So cool.
Well, not you. You don't know what we're talking about. So
I was trying to romance Neve. That was my aim from the start. It was only when Pete said he romanced Neve that I kind of switched it out
switch gears.
to Balera, but it just didn't work. She wasn't having none
Yeah.
of it, so it switched again.
Graham didn't want Pete sloppy seconds.
No, I didn't.
In fairness, having a look at Neve, like she's probably more than seconds.
Yeah. And it was just the way her hat was that started to annoy me after.
Not the fact that she's only got one leg.
Oh, no, I didn't even notice that. All I've noticed was the shit hat.
Have you not noticed she's only got one leg?
No.
Oh, sorry, she's got. Sorry, that's not quite correct. She's got like from the knee down. She's missing. Sorry.
Jay's third player's getting excited.
Anyway, Dragon Age, whatever it's fucking called.
And you know what I can't get about Jay is he loves speaking to people in video games, but won't play RPGs
I will play RPGs, just good ones like Dragon's Dogma 2.
like Baldur's
Loads
Gate.
in that game.
Like Baldur's Gate.
I haven't got time for that sort of shit. I've got to
I rest my fucking case.
I'll finish all these other visual novels.
You've got to finish Werewolf the Apocalypse,
Damn right.
aka
right,
fucking Warzone on the Xbox.
Reading simulator.
Reading sim. I love a bit of reading.
So do I. That's why I have a Kindle. I don't use my fucking Xbox for it.
I can't read books. That's no
Or my
good.
Switch.
I need it to be on a screen in a game form. But yeah. Anyway, right, we can move on. I regret bringing it up now. Graham, thank you very much for Dragons, whatever the fuck it's called, some video game with some dragons in it. Ian,
Hi.
let's team up on this one, shall we? Because we've both been playing quite a lot of Blops, mostly
Double
together.
teamed.
Whoop, whoop. So we've been playing a bit of Blops. Tell me about your experience with Blops. We've been playing Squid Game. We've been playing Nuketown over and over and over and over and over.
Before you get started,
Domination.
how is the Squid Games mode?
It's good fun, but now everyone knows not to move when.
Yeah, no, I could smash that one. Even I've been playing a little bit of that one, to be fair.
Yeah, red light green light's cool, but I think everyone's kind of learned now, like when it says red light, just don't move. But you still get a lot of kills from it. Anyway.
I mean, I feel like that's fairly fucking obvious.
Yeah, you'll be surprised.
No, you would be every time you play it through. The first time it says stop light, at least 10 people get killed at the first time. Every time I played it.
But how? Like, even if you've not seen Squid Games, everybody's played like fucking. What's the time, Mr. Wolf?
There is not one time it has never happened.
I think what it is, because it killed me the first time I played, I will admit. The doll's head turns around after it says stop. So if you're watching for the doll, you're going to keep running, and then they say stop, and then she turns around. Whereas you'd think it would be sort of synchronized, because there's also a little screen on the right with a literal red and green light in it. If you look at that, it's a piece of piss. But if you look at the doll, then you're going to be off by half a second, which means you get killed.
Yeah, and also people seem to forget that you can't move at all. So
you can't even look
your
around.
camera.
You literally have to stand still.
Yeah, but also it also does an audio as well. So if you got a mic on and you talk, you're dead as well.
Huh.
Yeah.
I didn't realise I had a mic. That makes it a bit more interesting.
Yeah, even the right analog stick. If you move the right stick as well, you get killed.
Yeah,
so you can't
any
move
looking
either
around
stick.
at all. But like I say, it's good mode. But yeah, I think what's good about it as well is because obviously getting the doll's head is quite not. I think the score wise isn't too bad. But what I did last time I did it is I put the highest kill streaks. I managed to get them all once you get to the piggy bank. There's like a piggy bank that spawns on the map. If you collect that, you get all your kill streaks, no matter what the score is. So I'll put all the max ones on, like the fucking chopper gun, all that stuff on, and managed to get all that straight away, plus the red light, green light mode. So I literally had all the top skill streaks, which was quite fun to do.
What do you mean kill streaks? Like,
I was going to say,
you're
you're
playing red light,
talking
green
about
light.
you're talking about the actual gameplay mode, don't you? I
Oh, the
they're
gameplay
talking about
mode,
the red,
sorry, yeah.
red light gameplay, red light, green light, like specific mode, which is.
Yes, I meant the actual in-game one. Yes, sorry.
Yeah, so there's two different ones. So there's what Gray was talking about, which is literally just red light, green light, where you got to get to the end and survive, be the last one standing, basically.
Which
and
I
then
like.
there's a specific Squid Game, I think it's called Squid Game Mosh Pit, is it?
Yeah.
Where it's the basic Call of Duty games of team deathmatch, domination, etc., etc. But as you kill players, sometimes they'll drop a cash, like one of the piggy banks. You pick that up, then it boosts your score streak a little bit. But at a certain point in the map, a massive piggy bank will spawn, and if you capture that, then it fills all of your score streaks up in one go. And there's the added score streak of red light, green light, which makes the opposite team have to stand still for, is it 5 seconds?
Yeah.
And not only do they stand still, but they're highlighted like on your display. So they're standing still, they can't move or fight back, and you can easily see where they are, so you can just find them and kill them for 5 seconds.
Most people just move anyway and die, and then
it's quite frustrating at times if you're on the receiving end of it over and over again. And there's also the extra pistol, isn't there, where it's like a roulette gun. So if you fire it and you kill someone, I think you're right. But if you fire it and miss, there's a random chance you might explode and die yourself. It's quite a decent. And they also mix up some of the locations of like the domination. It's not in the same A, B, and C place. They've mixed it up and they've given it the circle, square, and triangle from obviously the characters' masks on the show. It just makes it a bit different. It seems to be harder though. I don't know if it's because of the kill streaks. And have you found that? Because when you and Pete played, we were struggling like a bastard. And I played some earlier on, and I was getting my ass handed to me.
I was right when I played it recently. I played it last night, and I was impressed. I mean, that's why I put all the max skill streaks on, managed to get the piggy bank in the middle, and all the top skill streaks, and managed to fucking just annihilate everyone with chopper gunner and stuff. And that was good fun. But yeah, I think it's more luck of obviously lobby you get. I think more hardcore people are playing that rather than standard team deathmatch and mosh pit and stuff.
Yeah, no, it's good fun. It's a nice sort of refresh of the settings, because even though we're still playing the basic modes a lot, it was nice to have a little change of pace, even if I was getting my ass handed to me. They had the battle pass that come with it as well. Did you end up buying it, Ian?
No, I didn't buy it in the end because I thought it was a waste of money. There's no black coat, isn't it? So.
No, I mean, you can get the guy in the mask in the black trench coat. Does that count?
Oh, what's it called? What's he called? Frontman.
Frontman, yeah. But there is a free version of the battle pass where you get the characters in the sort of the jumpsuits, the contestants from Squid Game. But yeah, it's a nice little change. But other than that, I've just been playing the main like multiplayer lobby as well as you have. Like I said, you and Peter played quite a bit together. Still good fun, having a great time. I'm now Prestige 3, thank you very much. Don't hold your applause, please.
You are calling the piss.
I'm literally just below Prestige 3. I think I'm like 54.
Shit.
Yeah, I think 54. So I literally am back to Prestige 3 as well with Jay.
I don't know if I want to be impressed by this fucking group or disgusted. Yous have turned into sweats.
Well, I mean...
it's good that we're both me and Jay are actually pretty good at the game, so we're usually near the top. When we're
sweats!
Playing.
Yeah, I'm surprised how well I'm doing. I'm not going to be fucking, entering the esports leagues or anything, but when we are playing, I am holding my own most of the time in the game.
I'm carrying the lobby.
But, I mean, to be honest, reaching Prestige 3 is mainly a matter of time more than... skill, I think, at this point, because I've played so much of it. Like, if I hadn't reached at least one prestige by now, I'd be doing something very, very wrong.
I haven't reached Prestige
But-
1, but I've played it
Yeah,
simply.
likewise.
I've never ever prestige before in a Call of Duty game. and
Army doesn't
I
want
don't-
prestige again because I hate fucking not running with 8
No,
attachments.
you have to reload,
And
restart your
everything
loadouts, and
Yeah.
reset
Army
everything else
doesn't want to do
again.
it. I've got everything set up again. So I'm like, oh, if I'm prestige again, I've got to set this all up again. And I don't
What do you
really
actually get out of it other than a virtual boner?
The virtual boner.
You get the virtual boner and the
Big
respect
dick
and
energy.
admiration of your peers.
Is that literally it? There's no actual benefit
You
from it.
don't get anything out of it.
Great. Do you know what's going to happen?
You get an achievement if you do the first prestige.
You know what's going to happen, Great? These
yeah.
two fuckers are falling in love with COD. So when they drop a new COD in August, we're going to have to talk about it on the Game of the Year show because they two are going to jizz their pants at it.
Most likely.
Ah!
Although again, I'll be very surprised if
They're
we can
already
maintain
swimming
the
in pools
momentum
of it.
for the next for the next
Exactly.
year, because I didn't expect to enjoy this one anywhere near as much as I have, especially the multiplayer. I thought I'd like the campaign probably, and that'll be it. But it's just one of them. I can't stop playing it.
It's one of the
I'm
weird
not
ones
doing
where
it.
I started the campaign and then I went, actually, I want to play multiplayer again. So I went back to multiplayer. I literally haven't-
I'm not even doing it because I want to prestige. I'm just doing it because it's a fun game to play, and it just happened to be that I've spent I don't know how long playing it.
Yeah, I know, it's like too many
I mean, the
hours
thing
I've
is, it is a good game, but like Prestige 3? Really?
It's better than
I
Baldur's
mean,
Gate.
again, it's pretty,
Oh!
compared to some of the more professional players, should we say? It's quite slow, but
Yeah, but you're
Me,
not a
I'll take it.
professional player.
no. But it's fun, and I'm enjoying. That's the crazy thing. Like I could just, like I said, I was playing before we started here, and I could quite happily just play a couple of games or a couple of rounds each night, and just have fun.
And
with
that's
it.
what I mean.
It's
That's
just-
what I mentioned
it's
about
bizarre.
I need a new game to play because I found myself starting a game and then like I started Dragon Ball Sparking Zero and I went, not really enjoying this. Let's go back to Call of Duty. And I play Call of Duty and next thing I know it, an hour and a half passed. I'm like, oh shit.
I mean, nobody's going to complain about knocking one out every night, so.
Yeah.
Me
And do you
James
know
knocked
what?
one out together.
Do you know what? I even actually put Call of Duty on the other day instead of playing Zelda, which
Oh!
quite terrible.
Oh!
Because I carry on. I got finished Zelda, and I started playing for an hour, and I was like, "Oh, do you know what? Fuck, it, I was gonna play a few more games of Call of Duty." Terrible, terrible. But yeah,
Fuck
I
hell.
am enjoying the game. Like I said, way more than I ever expected to. And Ian, final word from you on Call of Duty before we keep talking about it.
Yep.
Enjoying it. Gonna keep
Enjoying
playing.
game. Surprisingly good at it, which helps if I was getting annoyed with it. Obviously, you do get the odd round where there's loads of sweats, but then, even with the sweat round, you kind of know what the sweats are going to do, so you just don't let them be sweats, and that's always fun as well.
Because I'm a top gamer, I know what their strats are.
Well, yeah, especially if they're fucking especially if like domination, they're constantly running into sea, and like they're going to keep running to sea because that's where your spawn is. I'll just hang around sea and wait for them to come to me, and then you get your kill streak, and then you just put markers on B, and then next thing you know, you're turning the tide. As soon as you get your kill streaks up and score streaks, it's fucking laughing.
Top tips for me.
I've got to the point now where as well I've started upping my score streaks to some of the harder ones, so I don't need to. Because sometimes before it used to be like, oh, it's the UAV, care package, and then maybe counter UAV, which are really low ones. And now I've got like a chopper gunner, incendiary missiles, and something else, which is like a massive cargo ship. There's like a cargo, what's it called it? Where it drops loads of flames in one line. Not the one you've got, the other one.
PayPal.
Yeah, I think there's one above napalm. It's like one where just like a bomb one, I think. Which
Is that the LDM one, or whatever it is?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and it's most rounds I get like, pretty far on all of them. So at least once, not maybe one, not every game, but at least every other game or 1 in 3 games, I'll get all 3 of them.
Yeah.
Laughing. Or
The
at least
objective base modes, the objective base modes, I should say, are the ones where the score streaks really fly.
Yeah,
Definitely.
especially where you get like things like if you put like a blast trap down near your area, and you put like a decoy thing. So the decoy ones help a lot because that just fucks up everyone's headsets and stuff and gives you loads of score points. Every time someone dies, you get an extra like 30-40 points from someone dying from a decoy grenade. That always helps. And then I've started running now. I've changed my things now. So I run scavenger. So when I kill someone, I can run over them and get bullets back. But you also get both your, what do you call it? Secondary and what's called the grenade one's called. And
Global.
Yeah, like primary throat, yeah.
Yeah, them too. You get them back as well, so you just keep throwing them around. So that does help a lot. So yeah,
it's such so good. I cannot believe we've talked this much about Call of Duty. And
I wasn't intending talking about Football Manager for very long. However,
Ross, tell me all about Football Manager. And I mean, you've got here that you've been hunting them Chivos. So
well, we'll start off with that, and we'll work up to the good shit.
Blend it all in.
So I have been, as I said in the last episode of last year when we were talking about resolutions, I have been trying to 1000G games, shall we say? Oh, just when we zoom on Dead Man's Fingers and Xbox. So I started off with Age of Empires. I am one achievement away from 1000 or fully completing all the achievements. The only one I need to do is win an online game. Now, I was hoping that a certain achievement hunter that's on this podcast would like give me a hand out with it, but he's been a dick and not doing it. So I have been trying to like just like beat fucking elite players who like. So there's like a rating system on online,
Elo,
and I think yeah. So I'm like 950, and every time I jump into like a game, it's like people asking like 1800 and below, 1800. Like click in it, and they're like 1600. I'm like, well, this is gonna go fucking well for me, isn't it? But I try. I don't fucking quit and walk away. But so far I haven't managed to pick up that elusive win on.
I've done it. You can do it.
Well, that's what I'm striving to achieve. So I'm one achievement away from that. I'm also working through the achievements on Football Manager 24. I have most of them, but there's like network ones that I need to work on, so I need to like set them up to get them. I've done all the draft ones. I've done like the consecutive seasons. I've done the promotion ones. I've done the unbeaten games. I've done the consistent scoring. It's just network games is really, network games is the only ones that I really need to focus on that. So we're achievement hunting started off considering we're only 12 days into January, and I said I would go for 10 throughout the whole year.
Just wanted to just confirm, just make sure you keep talking. I just wanted to
43 out of 44. There's no bullshit there.
No, he's doing all right. He's doing all right.
Yep, one achievement, and what's that locked achievement? Just so you see that I wasn't a lying bastard.
When I ranked
yellow game. Like I said, no bullshit here.
Just thought I'd check. Just thought we'd have a look at your progress.
And as you can see, I'm halfway through Football Manager 24. Working my way through it.
Is that all? 29 days? What have you been doing?
29 days, yeah. Fucking slacking. So, yes, working my way through them. Quite enjoying it, if I'll be honest. The true achievements guides are pretty good.
Some waiting by yours truly.
Yep, I did enjoy the whole, like, you have to complete all the campaigns in Age of Empires. Cool. Just put in home run and you win. And it works for the achievement. Fucking result. Nice. So, yes, I have been doing them. But on to the real conversation, shall we say. And Football Manager 22 network save. So, I won't divulge into the past because, as we all know, Bristol City are the dominant team in the save and they win everything, X, Y, and Z, and blah, blah, blah. So, previous season, Brighton got a cup double. Bristol City got the league and the Champions League. As you come to expect. I did beat Bristol City a couple of times in that save to win the trophies that I did win, to be fair. But this season is shaping up to be a bit of a belter.
For you?
So, well, this is the thing. We're in January of this season, 2036. So we're 14 years into the save. But we've shaken up a wee bit. It's becoming a bit one-sided. Bristol City or Brighton are winning everything. It's becoming a bit monotonous. So what we've done is we produced an NFL draft. So we had 20 teams from the Premier League, minus Brighton and Bristol City, obviously. So 18 teams. But then we also had a selection of teams throughout Europe. So he picked a team, I picked a team, he picked a team, I picked a team, so on and so forth. And by doing this, we pulled up 2 randomizer wheels, one with teams, one with a pick number. That pick number corresponded to a rating of a potential ability in game. Team came out, team got drawn out for a pick, team got a player based on that potential rating. So some people were getting 198, top being 200. Some people were getting 111, not so good. But we've done this throughout the major teams in Europe, so Champions League's become much more difficult. But we also done it with Premier League, so Premier League games become much more difficult. So we're now put probably between the two drafts, we're close to 100 players into the save who are anywhere between 111 and 198 in potential ability. So elite players. But the rules are we are not allowed to sign any of them, regardless of how good they get. So I've got a spreadsheet listing every player and what club they went to, and we can't touch them. So if they end up all at Liverpool, for example, Liverpool will have a fucking elite team. We can't do anything about it, which adds another depth to the league. This is obviously going to take a few years to develop because they're only 16, 17-year-olds, but it will eventually give us a bit more to worry about instead of just each other. Yeah, Jay's loving this shit. He loves 16 and 17-year-olds.
I'm just legal in the Game Pass library while you're saying.
It's like, it's all legal. Look at the Game Pass.
Exactly. It's consent. So back to the actual save. We are in January, just at the end of it. We're just about to end, or have we finished January? Can't remember. We're close to the end of January, whatever it may be. Silly money being flung about in January, as per normal with these saves as they get later on. But the league situation is currently sitting as Bristol City and Brighton have played one game of difference. Brighton's played a game in hand and are currently 3 points clear at the top of the league. So obviously Brighton, if Bristol City win their game in hand, they'll go level on points, but they have a better goal difference. But Aston Villa are only something like 3 points behind them. So they are propping it up, and teams like Liverpool, Man City are still in and around that area. The Cup, both teams are still in both sections. Sorry, that's a lie. Both teams are still in the FA Cup, but the Carabao Cup, Bristol City have just eliminated Brighton because Brighton were playing Waynes and weren't really interested in it. They're focused on the league this season.
Bullshit.
I can show you the teams. I had fucking 16 and 17-year-olds playing, and he played his Waynes, who are his backups for a Premier League squad. There's a difference in quality here. But no, it's shaking up to be an interesting season, and adding in this draft that we're doing. We're going to do it. We've done 2, and then we're going to leave it 3 or 4 years and do another one, and then we'll probably leave it like every 5 years. We'll do a draft to introduce these players in. Just means it's ticking away that we aren't picking up all the best regens and making it very one-sided or based on 2 teams winning anything. But no, last season, both teams walked away with 2 trophies, but Bristol City walked away with the big 2 with being at the league and the Champions League.
Are you making these players up, or are you just editing players?
So basically, we're going into the youth teams, finding a 16, 17, 15, whatever it may be, year old, changing their potential ability to whatever number they come out in, and then their stats will change based on that. So some of them are already being snapped up. So Celtic had 2 from the first draft, and both of them have been signed by Premier League teams. So I think on the first draft, they drafted a 192 and a 195 potential ability rated players. And both of those have been snapped up, which we expected to happen. We knew the Premier League would probably grab most of the talented players. But
definitely not realistic if they're Scottish.
They are Scottish, yes. But we will see how these players progress, seeing as we can't sign them. So it should make the save a bit more interesting.
Oh, good luck.
See how it develops.
Wait, sorry, did you say more interesting?
Yes.
It
This is true, Jay. It couldn't get any more interesting than it currently is. You're absolutely right, but we're trying to make it.
That's what I think.
Do you want me to send you the spreadsheet of all the players, Jay, just to really set you off?
Please do.
Yeah, go on.
You can send it to me. Whether I read it and or understand it is 2 very different things.
I mean, nobody says you would read it because we all know that the mess on the screen would just be far too much. But
if you could put some choices in there, so I can flip to a different page and see how the outcome, maybe I'll be involved. You know,
I mean,
manager, choose your own adventure. I'll get in with that.
I mean, just look at it. Look at that.
You know,
ah!
I'd like to choose a different adventure.
I feel a little bit sick just even looking at that.
So I feel like if we zoom in, we can see the 2 players that I was talking about. Jack Hilston and Emmett O'Toole, 197, 195. So 2 very respectable players. Both of them have been snapped up by Premier League. Oh yeah, I mean these are players that are just in the youth team, so we haven't made up the names. But as you can see, Marcio Almeida, 198 rated out of 200 being the highest. That guy is going to be a problem. But he's not Jean-Luc Metzger from Marseille, who is also going to be a problem. Marseille drew a fucking great draft of 198 and 196 the first time round. That is disgusting.
Yes, I'm gonna concur. That's offensive. It should be.
There was one of you.
It's fucking yes. Gee, who you kidding? You are fucking desperate to fall in love with Football Manager. Stop fucking lying.
Do you know? I'm sure.
Watch Game
in
Pass
another
March.
life,
Full Avenger 25.
However,
in another life.
wait a minute, we bring it back round, G. We've got to bring it all the way right back round.
Full circle.
Because
Come on,
the Tractor Boys,
Tractor Boys, come on. Tell me all
My-
about Tractor Boys.
my-
Right, now you have my attention.
my affiliate, I went out and I specifically requested the Tractor Boys just for G, just to get them invested in the save.
Come on, Tractor Boys.
They got promoted to the Premier League.
Whey!
Yes, I'm assuming that's a good thing. So yes, well done, lads.
They are in the
Come on.
Premier League. And not only are they in the Premier League, they are currently going for the worst Premier League season in history.
I would expect nothing less from
It's
my
like Jay's
Tractor
playing as
Boys.
them.
I think, like I say, we are in January, and I think they are still in single digits for the amount of points that they've accrued.
Well, they don't want to. They don't want to blow their load too soon. They want to take it easy. Give everybody
So-
a bit of
Jay will blow his
sensual
load in a
loving.
minute.
So
And
because
then
they're not,
soon they're
because,
gonna hard and fast.
because we're in the same division, they can't be my affiliate anymore. So sad days on that one. I had to replace them with Middlesbrough. But they got to the Premier League. However, it doesn't look like they're going to be staying there particularly long.
Well, we'll see about that. We'll see. I believe in them.
Yeah.
If I don't believe in the Tractor
Fucking
Boys,
some
who will?
constant.
Yeah, exactly.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you very much, Ross. There. I'm taking no further questions at this time because Jesus Christ, I can't do it anymore.
Well, we got a new PUBG.
Right. While we wait for that conversation to load in, let's move into some news, shall we? Because we've been going for way too long already. I'll just add in one very quick
Can
thing.
I just say it doesn't fucking struggle to load in anymore?
I don't know.
I'm not saying you don't have to wait 25 minutes to find another opponent in the map, but the loading in happens instantaneously.
It's the finding everyone else is the fucking problem.
Yeah. I'm
Well,
sure it
that
works fine, you know.
I did just say that.
Yeah, we haven't played PUBG in years, but it wasn't
There's
in the
a
best
reason why.
state. Yeah, it wasn't in the best state last time we did play it. But we'll move into some Xbox related news now because obviously we've been going a long time already. We've got lots of other games we've been playing over Christmas. I'll just add in, I'd like to reconsider my game of the year 2023, please, and put Tears of the Kingdom at number 1. Knock Pikmin down to number 2. Thank you very much. Just finished that over Christmas. What a fucking game. Ian, you need to finish it. It's such a good game. I cannot go over that game exists on the Switch and it runs as well as it does, and it does so many insane things. I can't wait. So, I mean, I can't believe how great it was, and I can't wait to see what they do with the next entry in the series. That'd be a long time away. Although, actually, before we move on, Eternal Strands is coming out at the end of this month. Anyone?
Fuck is
any
Eternal
guys see it?
Strands.
No, out of it.
That was my exact response when I saw it on the cover of Edge this month. It's basically Tears of the Kingdom, but on a more competent hardware
Sound shit.
and with like physics-based, like you get like fire, telekinesis powers and
Water.
like frost power.
Oh no,
Basically-
sorry, I am telling
Right.
lies. I
It's
was actually
coming-
looking really forward to
Wait.
this.
Yes, it's coming to Game Pass at the end of the month. I thought it was out later in the year, but end of January it's coming to Game Pass. It looks fucking tremendous. I
It
can't
does
wait
look
to play it.
fantastic. Yes, Game Pass day one for me.
But it looks very similar in sort of the style of the physics base of like I said, like fire spreads and you can freeze like enemies to the ground and then climb on top of them and fight beat the shit out of them, or you can pull trees out the ground and launch it at your enemies. It looks fucking brilliant. So I'm really looking forward to playing that one.
So if you jump onto the wiki, Jay, something that'll make you like make a mess of your camera. Yellow Brick Games was founded in early 2020 by Mike Laidlaw and several other developers from Ubisoft, in particular its Quebec studio. Shadow of the Colossus, Dragon's Dogma, and The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom were important inspirations for the game.
I mean, what better inspirations could there be?
There we go.
So yeah, I'm very much looking forward to checking that one
I'm
out.
now not
Like I
playing
said, when I read it on the cover of Edge, I was like, "Fuck is this game?" And I flipped to the page, started reading through. I was like, "That sounds pretty good." And then I was like, "Hang on, it's coming out in fucking 3 weeks on Game Pass. Let's fucking get it in, bring it on." If only there's no other games coming out at that sort of time, eh?
Yes.
I will definitely be playing that one. But again, Tears of the Kingdom, fucking tremendous. What a game! News, gentlemen. Xbox
News.
Xbox stuff, Xbox things, and speaking of things coming out at that sort of time, and indeed for the rest of 2025, we got another Xbox Developer Direct returning on the 23rd of January. Last year, obviously, the big highlight was Indiana Jones, which then come out at the end of last year. And this year, we got in Doom: The Dark Ages, South of Midnight, Sanford Interactive's Clair Obscur, Expedition 33, which I feel like might be a Graham game more than anyone else.
Oh, mate, that game looks fucking awesome. The only problem I've got with it is it's fucking turn-based combat.
Oh, yeah,
Exactly.
that can get quite slow sometimes.
But it looks so good. Just the turn-based combat is ruining
And
it for me.
I like the premise of it. Like, it's just, this is the one where you get everybody on their 33rd birthday gets killed basically, and they're trying to find out, trying to get to the person who's doing it to.
Hey, I'm fucked
from doing so. Excuse me. Look, some of us.
Oh, well, 21.
33rd. It was a long time ago. Anyway, and then also the big exciting part of this is they've also got one surprise game coming from one of their developers, which is unannounced.
Who's the fourth?
So they say presented by the game creators themselves, developer _direct. So you have to remember the underscore. Offers us an in-depth look at upcoming titles, how they're being created, and who's creating them. We'll visit Compulsion Games for South of Midnight in Montreal to learn more about South of Midnight. Head to Montpellier, France to see Sandford Interactive for a look at Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Stop by the legendary id Studios in Richardson, Texas to check on Doom: The Dark Ages and visit a surprise location to see another studio's brand new game. Now then, that's where I want to focus, because obviously Doom, I imagine, Ian, you're going to be quite excited to play that one.
Who's that Pokemon?
Like I said, Clair Obscur, sorry, I think is going to be a Graham game.
I'm all over South of Midnight.
South of Midnight, I think we're all very keen here. But what could this fourth game be? So, it's obviously not going to be something like Fable, Perfect Dark, because they say unannounced game, even though...
I didn't see that. I'd see that
They say brand new game, sorry. So I'm taking that as in it's not going to be something we already know about. The rumours are Oblivion remake.
Well, that's been talked about a lot.
Yeah, perhaps a remake of Halo Combat Evolved again.
Oh no!
Or as it says on this Pure Xbox article here, it could even be Rare's Everwild. But I feel like if it was Everwild, they would have announced that because we already know about it.
Yeah, and also like if we've got fucking Halo coming to the Switch, I don't want a fucking announcement that the unannounced game is a remake of Halo.
Well, he's jumping ahead news stories here. Whoa.
Sorry.
Whoa.
We've got Master Chief Collection. We don't need another remake.
Oh god, please don't
exactly. I mean, it was remade on the 360 and obviously then included in the Master Chief Collection. But
exactly. So come on, let's not have that.
So in terms of let's assume it is a brand new game from an existing studio that they already partner with. Any ideas on what you either want it to be or what you think it could be? Or any suggestions on the shenanigans they could pull and be like, oh, actually, it's a Fallout 3 remake. It's a brand new game.
It's a new Vegas. Oh! New underwear, please.
It's the next Elder Scrolls. It's funny there.
Beyond good and
evil.
evil.
They released it.
So yeah, I mean, obviously, it doesn't rule out a third-party game because Clair Obscur isn't an Xbox game. It's from Square Enix. No, should have known that. Really, I don't remember. It's not an Xbox game. Basically, it's not an Xbox exclusive game. I should say. Well, I suppose nor is Doom: The Dark Ages, but it is being made by them. I'm trying to think of developers that either haven't got anything out at the minute or haven't got anything coming. Would it be too early for like what they call Ninja Theory to reveal their new game.
Kepler Interactive. Ninja Theory was who I was actually just about to mention.
Because
What about
obviously
Double
Hellblade
Fine?
2
What
come out
about-
last year. Double Fine was another strongly rumored one because Psychonauts 2 was, 2 years ago at this point?
Yeah. Also,
Um,
Brutal Legend will be another one because they brought that to Game Pass randomly recently.
Yeah.
Can we also just can we have our pie in the sky fantasy picks and just go Scalebound?
We could very well be seeing together. But who was doing that? That was
I don't know.
Platinum, wasn't it?
Platinum Games or something, but
Yeah.
that looked fantastic. Why that game died, that just breaks my heart.
Yeah, so I mean, look, there's lots of studios they've got. I mean, I was thinking like Arcane, but obviously they've got what's it called, Blade.
Just still trying to fix fucking Redfall.
And yeah, I mean,
bet something
Arcane
underwhelming,
Austin
like-
is gone now.
Wouldn't surprise me if something so underwhelming like a fucking Indiana Jones deal. So
It will be underwhelming, but that's the issue. Maybe they've got like GTA.
Well, this
I
is the
don't
thing
know.
because we're sort of edging back into stuff we already know about there. I feel like we're looking at something brand new from one of their big teams, and the only
But who are their big
the only one I can
teams?
think of is Ninja Theory, who have already announced they were working on a game, but they haven't announced what it was. Like before Hellblade 2 come out, and they've been like dead silent since. I'm trying to think who else we got. Obviously, they shut down Tango. Well, they've moved on. I feel like the Oblivion remake wouldn't be big enough to be like the surprise reveal like this. I can see it getting announced. No, I can see it being announced as a surprise reveal, but I don't think it was big enough to be teased as the fourth brand new game because I don't think that quite fits.
Yeah, it's not technically a brand new game to be fair, but
I think they will probably reveal this development because this again that's been rumored for ages. And who was it? It was let me look at the developer here. So the rumor is at the minute it is what's her name?
So Ninja Theory's
Virtual Studios.
Ninja Theory's last big game was Senua's Saga.
Yeah,
you've got
May, I think.
You've got Rare, Obsidian. I'm looking at
Everwild. Obsidian are working on about 5,000 games.
Yeah, that's what I'm just looking at. Other Mojang for Minecraft, but that's not going to be anything. Playground, which would be Fable.
Oh god, not Fable, please.
No, but that's what I'm saying. I'm just trying to look at the other ones. 343. I'm looking at the big ones. Relic Entertainment, but they seem to be focused on Age of Empires.
343 and the new Halo.
Yeah,
I mean, they have
I can't
already
see it.
teased the new Halo that they've started work on it, but will they be ready to reveal it? Probably not.
We know there's a State of Decay 3, isn't there? That's already been talked about because that's on Dead Labs.
Gears?
Oh, no. Gears would be Coalition, and that's already been talked about for E-Day.
I think Double Fine, Ninja Theory are probably the two front runners if it is a brand new thing that we actually really don't know about.
Moon Studios, possibly another Ori?
Possibly, but they're partnered with
iPhone 2. They're booming that as well for a while.
505 now, though, aren't they? I think Moon Studios.
I'm just looking.
Will be Deep Silver now.
I'm going through all the different people, and that's the only ones that I'm going to see. And Blind Squirrel did Sunset Overdrive, but now we're getting way back. That's not going to be something like that.
Yeah, so I feel like Ninja Theory and
Ninja Theory and Rare maybe might be the two that I would say, or Double Fine,
Double Fine. What I'm going with.
Rare could be, but again, if it's Everwild, then it's not a brand new. It is a brand new game, but it's not a brand new.
Could be a brand new game from where? I don't know.
I can't see them doing that and Everwild because Everwild's quite a chunky game by the looks of it.
Yeah,
well, I'll go Double Fine for my guess.
Yeah,
so I got something.
I'll wing Ninja Theory.
I'm thinking it's either that or it could be someone like you said, Obsidian, who are working on 50,000 games as it is.
You think
they're just dropping another game in there as well?
But Obsidian are currently working on. Are Obsidian not currently working on Outer Wilds 2?
Outer Wilds 2 and Avowed and what's the other one? They got another one in the go.
Like I know the umbrella under ZeniMax type idea, or is it the other way about? Is Obsidian above ZeniMax or ZeniMax?
No, ZeniMax is the top dog.
The big one, and then
and then
you've
got, all the ones but yeah, so we're looking. Probably got 11 days till we find out whatever this mystery game is. But based on previous developer _ directs, I feel like we're going to be in for a good time because they're normally an
Oh,
hour.
they're good shows.
And then we get a good deep dive on South of Midnight, Clair Obscura, Doom of the Dark Ages, which I'm actually quite interested in, even though I haven't really played the other Doom games. And then whatever this mystery one is, I'd very much like it to be, Dishonored 3. But is that going to happen?
that'd be
Oh,
not.
can you
Probably not.
imagine?
I think I would probably need a new pair of pants.
What do you mean a new pair? You need a full new fucking wardrobe worth.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I need
so would
someone
I,
to come
if
around
that
and just clean my front room, please. But yeah, so it's on 23rd January at 6 p.m.
Ish!
over in the English time zone. Graham, any thoughts on your end? I know you're probably being beaten up by your little cat friends there.
Yes, they're being rogues.
Interesting.
So yes, I missed that.
Any thoughts on what you'd like to see?
Was the mystery fourth game, or is it an extra thing?
Yeah. That's the fourth game you'd like to see. What do you think it could possibly be?
Well, you poo-pooed it too much, but I wouldn't mind to see an Oblivion remake. That'd be pretty cool.
I mean, I would love that as well, but that's technically been discussed.
But yeah,
That's the only reason I'm sort of like...
But again, I feel like it is a brand new game because they haven't actually officially announced it, but I don't think it's big enough to be the brand new game, to headline the event type thing.
Hold on, wait a minute. I'm just looking at something. Keep talking, I'll come back to you.
Unless we get a proper Elder Scrolls 6 thing. It's been a couple of years at Starfield at this point.
Yeah, true.
Maybe we'll get a proper big look at Elder Scrolls 6 at last. Again, I highly doubt it, but you never know. Oh, Clockwork Revolution, that's the other one. Is that Obsidian?
Who's the one that made Evil Within?
Oh, that's NXL. Sorry. My mistake. What are you saying, sorry?
Who's made Evil Within? Was that Clockwork?
No, that was Tango Gameworks.
Tango Gameworks, yeah.
Who, again, haven't got a game since because that was Hi-Fi Rush, but then they shut them down. And now, is it Tencent that bought them? Or Deep Silver, one of the two, bought them off Xbox? So they're sort of out of the Xbox family now. So, at Hi-Fi Rush 2, I think, is on the cards, but it's not going to be relevant, really.
It wouldn't announce it then, I doubt it.
Yeah, for shit like this, especially since they shut them down last year. They come back and announce a new game, I'll show.
So, just throwing this out there as a potential wild card, right? So, Game Pass have just announced that Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate Alliance, Web of Shadows, Ultimate Alliance 2, Spider-Man, X-Men are all coming to Game Pass. Big back catalogue of great Marvel titles. Could it be something from one of those developers?
Well, I think most of them were they're obviously Activision games. I think they were like Raven and what is the High Moon Studios, which I don't think exists anymore.
Well, Treyarch did the Ultimate Spider-Man games, but we know it's not going to be something like that. Raven Software did the Ultimate Alliance games, which were fucking incredible.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm not saying it is one of them, but could it be something on the lines?
What I'm hearing there is you're saying that what are they called? I think these Wolverine games coming to Xbox, and that's
not happening.
That's what you just said. No, you've said it now.
It's going to be Half-Life 3.
Yeah, it's going to happen. That'd be funny.
Can you imagine?
Xbox have bought Valve, and they're bringing out Half-Life 3 for an Xbox exclusive.
Just a small developer for you, just Valve, with one of the biggest games that people have been waiting for years. No problem.
Ka-chow!
Ciao, indeed. Yeah, so we'll see what happens in 11 days. I'm looking forward to watching it, regardless of what the extra game is. You never know, Ian. It might be a Language of Love too.
Doki Doki Electra Club 2.
Oh, that'd be pretty good. I'll be happy with that.
Please don't.
I'll be happy with that. But yeah, so we'll see in a few days. In 11 days.
Get it, man.
What we get it in the Xbox. Let's keep the hype train going, shall we? And we'll talk about the special controllers that are coming out from Hyperkin.
Two new controllers.
Two of them. So the first one, I'm going to bring up this article here just to make it easier for everybody to see.
Fusion fingers. And technically, one of them is Fusion fingers.
Indeed, special special edition OG Xbox S controller, available by accessory maker Hyperkin. So basically,
I want to know why they got the S.
When the original Xbox was out. Obviously, had the Duke controller, the big beefy
And
boy.
this is
which
a Dutch S because it's smaller.
And when they released it to Japan and sort of revamped it all, the S controller was what they came out with, just a bit smaller, a bit more compact, and it sort of rejigged the button layout, so you have the black and white buttons at the bottom rather than at the top.
I do quite like it.
This was the basis for like the 360 and the controller we use today, really. I never actually used an S controller. I had the big old Duke. I was quite happy with that. But yes, Hyperkin did a Duke last year, was it? I think maybe the year before. Now they're doing an OG S controller like this. Got the nice sort of transparent green look to it there. And as it says here on this blurb they've got here, it's got Hall effect joysticks, which is always good. More of them, please. And other bits of pieces. I don't think it has the screen.
Is it wireless?
No, they're wired. I don't think Hyperkin have done any wireless ones. We're getting more and more wireless third-party controllers, but
that would be the only thing stopping me buying it.
Yeah, I think it's wired, that one.
Yeah.
I don't know where the extra buttons are placed. That seems a bit risky.
What, the black and white
and the other two underneath the left analog stick? I feel like that's just
I don't know about the. I feel like the left and the ones on the left are the start and the select one. For lack of a better term, I don't think they were there on the original S, but the black and white buttons were. That was the whole idea, was to bring them back down. Which, again, I'd never really used one, so I don't know whether that's a good choice.
Could the burger in the menu not just go up beside the Xbox symbol, like either side of it? They definitely could have been up there. Yeah.
Like I said, I'm sure they were there originally.
Not that I'm telling Hyperkin how to do their job, but
you are.
Well, yeah. If you're going to fuck it up, then I'm going to have to correct you.
Let's have a look here if we can find some images. But I mean, as we've said before, the Hyperkin controllers I think are generally pretty good. I don't think I've used one. If I've used one, they're not for a very, very long time.
Thing is, they've done well by saying Hall effect triggers. We like Hall effect. Hall effect joystick? Sorry, we're all for that. Impulse triggers. I feel like that's just them flung in a catchword. Impulse triggers.
Yeah, isn't that what the Xbox controllers are? Triggers are called, anyways.
I feel like they're just trying to like milk it there.
So we've got an image here, the original Xbox S controller, and it does indeed have the start and select at the bottom left. So they're just copying the original design.
As long as Vibra's turned off, it's fine.
Nothing's going to beat that bad boy, is it? Look at that.
Oh,
that's a thing of beauty.
It is badass.
That is a thing of beauty, that original Duke controller.
Did they bring it back, didn't they, for a bit?
I'm glad you're listening, Ian. They re-released it
did.
last year or the year before.
Did no one get one or not?
No, with a screen in the middle which played the little Xbox boot animation when you turned it on. It's pointless, but it's pretty cool at the same time. But yeah, so they've done that, and then, like I said, they're doing the S controller for it.
And not only are they doing the S controller, they are also doing.
They're doing some disgusting behavior.
PS5 controller for the Xbox.
So
what?
Basically,
you heard me.
As well. So we've got a full PS5 controller. That is going a PS5 looking controller.
Look, it's so disgusting. It doesn't even want to load the image.
Yeah. So here we go. So you've got the image here on the left here. If you can see my mouse.
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
so you've got fucking matching thumbsticks.
You've got the line. I feel a bit ill.
Get in a bin.
Basically, it is a PS5 controller, but with Xbox buttons, which will work on your Xbox. It's got the crappy little D-pad, which I'm not a big fan of. The buttons look a bit fast-paced for my liking, but we'll see. There's the original PlayStation 5 controller for comparison. I kind of get why they do it, because obviously the PS5 is massively popular, and a lot of people prefer the controller over Xbox. The asymmetric sticks, but no, why no? Just no. Why would you do this to me? You're hurting me. Graham, are you going to pick one of these up? I know you're a big PlayStation gamer. Are you getting into your PlayStation now? You going to pick up a PlayStation?
I'm actually not too offended by the controller. I mean, I'd have to sort of have feeling into the hand to see what it kind of feels like. But I have an issue with sort of thumb slipping on most controllers. So I'll be intrigued to see if they're closer together, if that makes any kind of bit of difference.
Get in the bed.
I will spoil it for you and say it probably makes it worse, but
well,
maybe
you never know.
Maybe that's just me.
The fact it
So-
looks similar to the PS5 couldn't give a shit, but the fact it's where it's placement, so I'd be intrigued to see how that feels.
Yeah.
That's my only thing.
Yeah.
I don't know about you lads, but I find when I do play on my PlayStation, which is pretty rare these days, because they're so close together, I tend to slip a little bit, and my thumbs end up sort of giving it the old
Docking.
sexy times.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's much better now. They've got the concave sticks rather than the convex ones, because
Yeah.
they used to be fucking horrible. But yeah,
The middle bit where that does all the audio and stuff, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
For the...
Will I use this Hyperkin? I'm going to be honest, not a chance in hell.
Nope.
But yeah, I'd rather get the S
Hmm.
version that we just talked about rather than this thing.
I wouldn't, not with the stupid button placement.
I get the idea of it because the PS5 is obviously very popular, and to be fair, the PS5, the DualSense is pretty good controller aside from the stick placement. I do like using it when I play The Last of Us again.
I mean, it's the only controller I don't turn the vibration off, so that says something.
You have a bit of vibration in your controllers. Yeah, so we're getting more controller goodness. There's loads of new controllers coming out. Feels like weekly at this point, from various third parties.
You don't have enough new controllers, though. I would say
We
that.
don't have enough new controllers, no. So yeah, and maybe eventually we'll get the Xbox controller, which is supposed to match the PS5 in terms of the haptics and the feedback and stuff like that. That they revealed, that was leaked in the Activision Blizzard court case thing, umpteen years ago when it took 5 million years to get the deal through before we got on Activision games.
Did it take that long? I feel like we didn't really cover it on the show.
I don't know. We mentioned it once or twice, I think.
Once or twice.
Yeah, I don't know. Who forgets? It's details. Details doesn't matter.
It was over and done with by the time we got to talk about
it. And then two more very quick ones because I mean, there's not much more to get into in these really. Ian, I know you're very excited about Assassin's Creed Shadows. You were very gutted that you couldn't play it because you were away on holiday when it comes out.
Mm-hmm.
Good news.
It's delayed.
It's been delayed.
Ubisoft have listened to you and went, actually, mate, 2 million man Ian, we've got to hook this boy up.
Exactly.
Like, we'll just shift it back a bit.
That he's the 2 millionth achievement.
They were such good to me. And yep, I'm
Good
happy.
guys.
So yeah, so Assassin's Creed Shadow has been delayed until March the 20th now for additional tweaks and to implement valuable feedback. Quite what that means when no one's actually played it yet, I don't know.
It's worrying when there's another delay.
I feel like they're basically shitting the bed left, right, and centre here because they've made mention of exploring options for a sale, which in previous years they've been dead set against. But considering the last few games they've released have been last few big games, I should say, they've released have missed the mark quite significantly. Not necessarily in terms of quality, but in terms of
Mirage was
Mirage wasn't
for the fact that they hyped Mirage up so much and they'd be like, oh, we're back to our roots. It's going to be like old school Assassin's Creed, and then you could like jump off a ledge and teleport between 8 enemies to kill them. And it's like, how the fuck is that old school Assassin's Creed?
Yeah. Get
in the fucking bin.
Made. And the guy, the main guy was a fucking wanker as well.
Well, he was a fucking wanker in Valhalla.
I'm quite looking forward to playing this one because it's got elements like we said before. I think about like Splinter Cell, like it's got the what's it called? Like the light meter, for lack of a better term, I can't remember what they actually call it. Where it shows how
visibility type idea
dark and stuff. And yeah, you're having the two different assassins, one more action, one more stealth. I know which way Gray's going.
Stealth.
And, yeah. So it's been delayed. I think it's just over a month, or just under a month, I should say.
Yeah.
As they implement valuable feedback again, unless they've listened to all the nerds on the internet going, I can't believe you got a black samurai in Assassin's Creed, and they're going to change his skin color for some ridiculous reason. I don't see what else they could possibly be changing at this point. So we'll see, Ian. You can let us know in March when it's out whether it's worth the wait, and if it was, then maybe I'll play it. Probably not though, because there's too many other fucking games we're playing. And the last very, very quick news story here. Switch 2. We talked a lot about Switch already today. Of the Switch. Switch 2 is going to be revealed within the next 2 months. Probably more imminently than others, considering the amount of leaks that have come out the last few weeks of the form factor, the design of it, the size of it, the specs of it. Everything's been leaked, and I'm sure Nintendo are very happy about that. But in terms of Xbox related stuff,
Ian, isn't Pokemon Day pretty soon?
Yeah, Pokemon Day is February 20 something.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, I mean, they've got until the end of March to reveal it because they said they'd do it before the end of the financial year. Which is
there's a new Pokemon game out this year. There's a new Switch game out this year.
Wouldn't surprise me if they put two and two together. Because
I mean, it would make sense for them, but we'll see. We'll see whether they can wait that long, considering the amount of leaks that are out now. But yeah, Nate the Hate, apparently, some podcaster, which I've heard the name of, but I don't really know who he is. He says that Microsoft will be a very big supporter of the new Switch, as they tend to be these days with that and the PlayStation 5, bringing 2 major Xbox Series to Switch 2, including Halo Master Chief Collection and Microsoft Flight Simulator. Very exciting. I can't wait to say Microsoft Flight Simulator on my Switch 2. And this guy's got a big track record of revealing that things like Sea of Thieves and Hi-Fi Rush and stuff will come into PlayStation 5 and Switch as well earlier last year. So he's got some street cred, should we say?
The only thing that bothers me about that is I'm all for fusion fingers, as G would say.
Fusion fingers.
Xbox don't seem to be getting the benefit of the fusion fingers. It just seems to be everything else.
Well,
like,
I mean, Xbox are getting that cold hard cash, aren't they?
Well, they are. They're getting that, but the players aren't getting anything in return.
Well, it doesn't matter. Play what console you have. It's not a big deal.
Well, I know, but like if Nintendo were to turn around and say, "Cool, here's next gen Pokemon on Game Pass."
You mispronounced Pikmin there, but yeah, I'll let you carry on.
It's because I was referring to a good game.
I mean,
there's not many people will buy. I think that's the thing. I think because Switch is so elusive and quite exclusive, they don't really need to.
No, that's
and plus all their games keep value. It's like
fucking go up in value. Holy shit!
But what if Nintendo release a cloud service and then Microsoft get dibs or Xbox get dibs on that, like a streaming Nintendo games from Xbox?
I haven't been to a couple of classic game stores recently and seen the price of old school boxed Pokemon games. It's fucking mental.
Yeah, the future is definitely sharing the love. I feel like, and I feel like if out of PlayStation and Nintendo are probably more likely, be sharing the love first. Not necessarily particularly likely, but more likely.
I'm not seeing God of War 3 coming to the Xbox.
No,
it's already on PC though, isn't it?
Well, yeah, technically, but
some of them, some of the later ones are. Which, it's a start. But yeah, so Halo,
didn't it?
Death Stranding did, yes.
But I mean that's not necessarily. That's like a second part. It's not a exclusive PlayStation game. Same with MLB. Exclusive. Anyway, so the gist of this one is really Halo on something that isn't an Xbox or PC, obviously.
Who'd have thunk it?
Thoughts, feelings? I mean, personally, at this point, I don't care. I'd put it anywhere. It makes a difference to me. But a long time ago, it probably would have shocked me.
It would have shocked the system.
Because that was Halo was the Xbox game. It was the one that you went to Xbox for. It was the one that you thought about when you thought about Xbox. It was the game. I mean, it wasn't just a big Xbox game.
It was the flagship.
And it was, it was bigger. You had GTA, you had fuck knows what else, and Halo. That was it. Like they were the games, and you want to play Halo, come to Xbox. Now I can take it portably on my Switch, on Switch 2 on the go.
Jump on my PC.
Yes, please. Thank you very much. So I mean, like I said, it makes no difference to me, but it'd be pretty cool to see. I think, nonetheless. Do you reckon it will be received well though on Switch and PlayStation? Because I mean, if it's coming to Switch,
PlayStation, Xbox, Switch probably not because technical limitations.
Yeah,
everyone's still mad about it. It's the fucking internet, isn't it?
Welcome to the internet.
What are you about?
Take a look
nice little Bo Burnham reference there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love a bit of Bo Burnham. Right. Yes. So we'll see what about Halo coming to the Switch 2 at some point soon. With the bigger screen, like I said, the leaks have shown off the form factor and the controllers. They look like.
Yeah, the only issue is it's going to be a bigger screen, but I'm now losing my OLED.
Well, potentially, who knows?
Well, they will, because they'll bring an OLED version out later to make more money.
They will bring an OLED version out.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's going to be painful going back that way. Not that I have a Switch OLED, but I have an OLED television, and it's much nicer than the LED one I used to have, or LCD one today. So, so bring on the OLED Switch 2, please, and thank you. So I can play Halo again for some reason. Who doesn't want to play Halo? And that's pretty much the news wrapped up, rapid fire there, because we've been going for a long.
We have been going for quite a wee bit of time, yes.
And we go on for as long as we need to. And there's lots of other stuff we could get into, but we won't do it now because, again, we've been going for a very, very long time.
We're pushing the 2-hour mark.
I look forward to the developer_direct. I look forward to the Nintendo no_direct because they're going to
Pokemon Day.
And I look forward to Pikmin 5, yes. So let's move on to the rounding off of the show, gentlemen, shall we? Graham.
Yes.
Graham.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
And he has been playing it.
I believe last time we spoke, you had some shockers and you promised us best one, so a better one. So tell me, Graham, what's your score?
I didn't even have really.
I've not got anything.
It's nothing massively sort of super special that I kind of pulled. One that's come in handy that I did pull and use, it was the Winter Wildcards McManaman. Now, he's come in handy because he can play sort of right back and right mid, and he's got some sort of good all-around stats to be utilised all over the place. So, I've put him into an upgrade as well. So his stats are. So yeah, that's the one. So he's set as a right back, but you can play him as right mid, and he's got good defensive stats, and he's all round. He's a pretty decent kind of player, and he's kept my team afloat for a pull. Anyway, that's probably the best one I managed to get out of those. But
88 in January it's quite disgusting.
Well, there's loads of sort of 89s floating about now, and there's a lot of Evos that can get you up to 90 as well. But a lot of the better cards have been sort of squad-based challenges ones. There's sort of a lot of decent cards. There was a decent Cody Gakpo that was a squad-based challenge.
That Gakpo looked fucking incredible.
So that one, the Pedro Neto one, was pretty decent. He's that Gakpo, but he's a squad-based challenge. It wasn't a pull as such, and same as the Pedro Neto.
But we'll include SBCs.
Yeah. Okay. Well, then him and the Pedro Neto as well. So those are my best sort of recent additions to my side.
Is that your numero foot?
Yeah. So this is the one with Finessia, that one. So also stats are pretty decent. So those two have definitely helped boost the team up a little bit because I was lacking a bit in kind of strikers.
That 92 pace and 90 shooting it's nice.
Yeah. It's pretty good, and what I've done is just I think I've almost double or triple cooked a James Milner. I think it was a Centurions card. And he's sort of now you won't see him unless you go to like the evolutions tab to see how much you could sort of evolve him up. But some of the stats he can go to are pretty nuts.
Is it up to the 89?
Yeah. So I've got one of those kind of veins. You can see his stats and numbers are pretty crazy.
James
the fact he can play all over the place.
Legend.
Left back, right back, he can play sort of centre mid, and he's all over the place. So he's
What
a very good utility player to have on the subs bench, just in case you need to sort of, if anyone's knackered, you can just put him in everywhere. And he's got pretty decent stats. So yeah, those are my kind of would say they're pulls, but they weren't. But definitely great additions to the side now.
They count. That's all that matters.
Nice. Well, thank you very much. I expect better performance next week, please.
Are we not rocking the Thunderstruck Mbappe?
Well, wait until the team. Yeah, Mbappe. I think there might be another Thunderstruck Kaka, Jay, but I don't
know. Don't do that to him, man.
Right,
you can't do that shit.
We need to crowdfund Graham getting a Thunderstruck Kaka, please. Thank you. You can send all funds to Cayman Islands at xboxtavern.com. That'd be great. Thank you very much.
I don't see a Thunderstruck Kaka. I only see a normal Kaka, but
eventually.
If it happens, we will be on the case.
I'm ready and wearing. I'm waiting for it. That'd be my time to get back into EAFC 25.
Oh, to be fair, I did play some clubs game with Dan the other day as well.
That was painful.
That guy is a chip shot machine.
Chip shot merchant.
He scored 3 chip shots in one match, like outside of the box chip shots.
Loves a dink.
And we were robbed. We should have got promoted, but the last game that we won, it sort of did a disconnect thingy right as the game was like finishing up, and it didn't count. It was like a scam. But yeah, we sort of won 3, lost 3, so it wasn't a bad effort.
I won't brag about my pro clubs team. Our Division 4 pro clubs team.
Well, we'll save that for our dedicated football podcast, which you lot can do eventually. Talking about Football Manager and EA Sports, or whatever. I will be far away from that. But let's move on to the final couple of sections, so we can let Ian go and die in peace. Ross,
yes, sir.
It's still kicking along this year.
It is.
There's lots of good games coming to Game Pass. So
And there is indeed.
Why don't you tell me all about them?
So rapid fire through all of these. We have January 2nd, Carrion. January 7th, Road 96. January 8th, I'm sorry to piss you off here, Jay, but I have to do it. These next 4 are all coming to Xbox Game Pass Standard. They are already currently in the Ultimate. So we've got Lightyear Frontier, My Time at Sandrock, Robin Hood, Sherwood Builders, and Rolling Hills Make Sushi Make Friends. As I say, they're all
Lightyear
standard.
Frontier is fucking fantastic.
That is from, we remember the big praise that Ian gave it in the Game of the Year show. January 14th, we have Diablo, the original game, coming to PC. EA Sports UFC 5 coming to Xbox Series S and Cloud, part of the EA Play, again on January 14th. Jay mentioned earlier on the show, Eternal Strands coming in Cloud and PC on the 28th. January 30th, Sniper Elite Resistance, so the new one from the Sniper Elite series, coming to console, PC, and cloud. And a game that I am very much looking forward to, because I was looking at the trailers for it in regards to being a space robot floating through there on a meteorite. Citizen Sleeper 2 Star Wars Vector coming on console, PC on January the 31st.
Some very good games there. As you mentioned, Eternal Strands is the one for me. I think I'll be playing that day one, please.
Eternal Strands, Citizen Sleeper, and UFC 5 for me probably will be the ones I jump into.
Nice. And but it's not all good news as always. And this particular list screwed me over in Ian's top 5. Ian, so tell me what's leaving Game Pass.
Leaving Game Pass in a couple of days' time is Common Hood, Escape Academy, Exo Primal, Figment, Journey to the King into the Mind, Insurgent Sandstorm, and Those Who Remain.
So go check them out while you've still got a few days to do so. Those Who Remain is pretty good, decent little sort of survival horror type game.
Exo
Primal,
we had a great time playing. And as I understand it, Insurgency Sandstorm was pretty good.
Yes, it is.
As well. So.
And Exo Primal. No, Exo Primal, Escape Academy.
Escape Academy is fantastic. Play it with somebody who's got a short temper, like me and Dan, and it's fucking comedy gold.
Yeah, it's tremendous. It's tremendous. But yeah, so go check them out when you still got a chance. But that is it for Xbox Tavern's Xbox Tavern, which recorded each episode at 8 p.m.
Yes. Sneezy-ish.
Sneezy.
We're back, as Ross mentioned earlier on, next Sunday, with special guest Pete's quiz. I look forward to it very much. I'm going to make sure I'm prepared.
Fucking cannot wait.
I'm going to have all the answers given me on a page to the side.
Wouldn't it even shock me if there was that sort of level of shenanigans? Wouldn't shock me.
Come and join us. Like I said, go check out our other quizzes if you haven't done beforehand. They're lots of fun. Again, some are quite long, so you might want to give it some time.
And better yet, come and join us next Sunday and see how you get along.
Exactly. Play along. Get in the chat. Get in the chat.
Tell us how stupid we are. How epic you are.
Indeed, and we'll play some wonderful games. So thank you very much. It's been a pleasure. Welcome back to 2025. Let's fucking have
it.
Video games for the win. Right, bye, Graham. You can find Graham. Yep,
you can find Graham
at Muted. You can find Ian.
At Matty Ray.
You can find Ross.
At Scottish Gruff.
And you can find me at ENXAN on everywhere, including Xbox. Goodbye, everybody. See you next week. Bye.
Bye.